Hey everybody, we'll be starting here in just a minute. Sorry for a little bit of delay. We have a guest star tonight. We had to do a little bit of extra setup, but we'll be starting in just a moment. Reminder, we have new Streamloot cards tonight. 2 new cards have been added, and a bunch of them have been refreshed, like the Merchant and the Upgrade Camp cards, all that fun jazz. But the 2 new cards, one helps them with maneuvers, push, shove, disarm, all that kind of things, feats of strength, to take a failure and make it a success. That doesn't work for crit failures. And then, of course, I had to add a new legendary, so we have the Moth Speaker. That's something they can get added to the Outpost. Those cards are now available in our Streamloots. We are in a pretty dire situation as they are facing off against the Avatar of Golthok, which is an OTUG that has been changed through divine means. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking through, divine. We'll be starting in just a second here, so get your seats, get a drink, and we will be picking up the short recap of ETHUANTIA episode 10 before we start Filth Part 2. Hey everybody, we are going to be starting our episode in just a minute. I just want to give a quick recap for what's going on. They are in the middle of a huge, I guess boss fight's the term I want to use. They decided to use their hunter tactic to kill this creature instead of capturing it. This aberration of Golthok, the god of cleanliness. No, Filth. It's definitely the god of filth. The keeper of filth, as is known in ETHUANTIA. If you missed last episode, just know that our buddy Drew is working at PAX right now. He can't be here, and it's okay because I've trapped him in the Nightmare Realm, and he recently just sacrificed the body he was in to take care of the situation. He won't be here, but we are joined by a new player character that Adam is going to be playing, and it's not the little kids. It's something... He needs a dentist. That's what I'll tell you. He needs a dentist, and we'll get started with that right after the intro, everybody. Well, we are going to be starting this off in the thick of it. Adam, I'm going to need you in the background to decide how, out of those things I sent you, and how you want to be here. I'm going to do one round of what the fuck they want to do, because we have left one of our players in a really bad situation. Allie's character, Georgia, almost got eaten alive by the OTUG. She was held over top of its mouth, dropped, bounced off the teeth, didn't die, turned into a butterfly. Or a moth. Sorry, a moth. I don't want to ruin the image. Turned into a moth. Yeah, big difference. And then is flying away as Wilcuff is jumping out of the corner, pulling the TNT out of his chest. I'm not sure how this part's going to go. I only know that I need the audience to roll me a 10d6 fireball for the TNT. It's going to be doing a force damage, 50 force, 50% fire. We'll see how it turns out. It may hurt this thing severely. It may not at all. I still got to roll to throw it. I could fail that as well. But we're going to start in the beginning of all this. The top of the list, so everyone remembers the order, was... What's up? 53. Oh, chat. I was like, well, ooh, what? Kelly's making noise in the background. There is the OTUG is at 31, which is the keeper of the avatar of Golthok. And then 30 is Georgia. 24 was Burke. 18 is not here. That would have been Drew's character. Maria is at 15, and Wilcuff is at 14. And then we'll bring Adam in at the top of not this round, but the next round. So get yourself ready. Adam, you should be able to see the map and see everything as well when you pull it up. So I'm gonna take us over to the map in our group, and I'm gonna take. I don't want to spoil Adam, so I'm gonna turn Adam off for now, so nobody can see you, because I don't want to ruin the lovely visage. So, hey everybody, are you guys all ready for Man Short and possibly a friend or a foe joining?
I'll be over here rolling a new character, so...
Hey, how many... That's a really good point. Georgia, I bit at you and missed, and you were in the middle of flying out at the beginning of that round. Mm-hmm. It starts with me. I missed that. It goes to you, and that's where we left off. How many hit points you got left?
I have 2 hit points.
Would you like some emotional healing?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you can only go up to your level in emotional healing. We're going to go down on the bottom. You're level 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That is from Serving Hand, Star Drew, Nessie, and Allie. Oh, look, you're paying it forward yourself. You get 1 hit point per card, so you get 4 hit points back. And, yes, and it is hit points. It is not stamina. It is hit points for you.
Okay.
For players. What would you like to do in your lovely moth form? What's up, Drew?
I think that Georgia is going to go on ahead and just dash in moth form.
So the wall at the top,
the fuck out.
And for everyone who may have missed that show, from torch to torch, coming from the south, going north, there's a secret wall, which Maria has just moved across and hit the button to open. The first one is open. This square is. At the end of this round, it'll be totally open for people to go in and out. So you are down 20 foot. So you're going to fly up 20? Because you got a movement of what?
Yes.
Is a moth?
The movement is, I believe, me getting reacclimated with everything. Let me grab pest form.
Pest form. That's what I couldn't remember what it's called.
Mm-hmm. So,
It's the spell.
Yeah, 20 feet is the speed.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna do 2 actions then to get up and out and use your third action for something else? Okay. Where are you moving to? So it's 20 foot up and out. So that's 1 move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. 1 move up and out. I would like to get out through here.
Yep, you can. I mean, you're also
the door
small.
is starting to open.
That first square is open. Yep.
Okay. And I honestly want to just like head all the way back over here.
Perch on the box that's there.
Yes, I want to just cash out on movement and get the fuck out.
Okay. Perching on the box up there, and you land. You have an action left.
I'll go ahead and use the action to drop the pest form.
Okay. All right. What's your passive?
My passive is 20.
20. All right. Behind you, coming around the
22.
corner. I'm gonna put this into showcase.
Okay.
Behind you, you see this small eye watching,
Okay.
floating like on a skin pedestal with tendrils off of it and an eye watching. You've seen them before, but this one is a physical form and not a spectral form.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. But you used your last action, so I just wanted to make sure that you did that before I did my thing. With that will take us to Burke. Burke, the curtain next to you is open. You see the face of the mayor. You see the hand opening it up, and then in his hand, he's holding this delicate blue-green, like very effeminate hand out with bracelets on it, and it's tied to like beads around his wrist, but he's holding it towards you, and he's poking his goat-stretched face through the curtains. And then you see a moth has flown by you. You hear Will Cuff yell, "Duck!" But you guys have a wall in between, so you're kind of safe. And you see that thing pulling itself up and out of the pit.
Well then, I guess the best I can do is brace for Wilco's explosion.
Okay, you can just move to behind the wall and have cover.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Do this way, you mean? Like down here?
Yeah, anywhere from Maria south or north past Jorgo, your friend.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get close to that guy just yet.
No, you don't want to get next to the Galothal? He's your buddy.
Not my friend. He's their friend.
Okay. All right, just make sure. Just make sure.
I'm going to, and then I'm gonna, just for double protection, I'm gonna raise my shield just to make sure I get an extra boost there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend an action to aid Maria. If she moves near me, I'm going to help, like, defend her, I guess, or cover her for the explosion. I don't know how you want to.
Does it give a bonus or something?
Well, aiding is usually just like a circumstance bonus to whatever you're. I just want to spend the action now to use a reaction to defend her if it seems things are worse for her than they are for me.
All right.
Instead of raising my shield.
Well, the camera slides over the shield to Maria, who's hit the button. Maria whip out, moth flown by, making eye contact with the cryptid across the way. Will Cuff yelling, "What does Maria want to do?" Since Maria is known for going in headfirst to everything.
I'm going to try and figure out what this creature is and what type of weaknesses it has. So I'm gonna do my
So peeking around the wall.
Yeah, peeking around the wall,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do the exploit vulnerability.
This is just to get weaknesses and stuff from it, not to learn about it. Okay. Because you don't
Right,
get
well,
anything
I mean-
unless you crit.
Unless I crit, yeah.
All right. What does Todd? Maybe you would know this, or maybe Kelly does. Normally, when you do recall knowledges, it falls under like a specific, a lore, an unspecific lore, or a specific lore. What does that skill or that ability fall under? Is it unspecific, or is it just considered like a recall knowledge for DCs?
Kelly's esoteric lore.
Esoteric lore?
Yeah, like what
I would
does it
assume
fall
that would be
under?
an unspecific lore because it's covers everything, right?
Because the recall knowledge, just doing a recall knowledge like occult for aberrations, is higher than unspecific lore, which makes no sense to me.
Well, esoteric
Well,
lore
I guess
Okay, so for
think
esoteric
of it this way.
lore...
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Well, I was going to say, for esoteric lore, it's a special skill that can be used to recall knowledge regarding haunts, curses,
Recall
and creatures
knowledge.
of any type.
Recall knowledge is what it falls under then. That's what I wondered.
But then I also took the class feature that lets me use it on any recall knowledge, but I take the -2 to it.
That's fine. I just wanted to know what it is for the DCs of the purpose of the creature. Okay, well, let me know what you got.
I got 29.
Oh, it's really close to a crit. Really close. I don't think there's anything to give you a bonus to it. Is there a knowledge card that we have or anything? I don't think so. No, that doesn't exist in this game. That's it. I don't think there's anything under. All right, well, so you would know a weakness, right? And immunities, correct?
I would recall its highest weakness, or
0.
one of its highest weaknesses.
0 weaknesses.
And then because I have the breached defenses, I instead could learn like its highest resistance, I believe, but not immunities.
No resistances either.
Okay. So
First monster, I think, the entire season in 11 episodes that hasn't had one or the other. So now you just make one.
Yep.
Cleanliness.
I just make one.
Cleanliness is it. You're going to give him the Mr. Clean procedure.
Correct. And then let me take a look at the map here. Wilcuff said deduct, but I've got a wall, and then Wilcuff's bomb is going to go off, and then it's going to finish closing in.
At the end
Opening?
of this round, sorry, end of your turn, it will be all
End
the
of
way
my
to the other
turn.
wall. Yeah.
Okay. And is it 10 feet away or 15?
For the creature?
Yeah.
I mean, wherever it is on the map.
Okay, so
It's in those 4
1,
squares. It's a
2,
large.
It's in those 4 squares. It's large. Okay. So then, yeah, it's 15 because there's the 5, 10, 15. You know what? I'm going to use 2 actions
Okay.
to activate my striking gibbering mouther scorpion whip.
Sure.
So as I have it out and I unfurl it, and as I unfurl it, the gibbering mouther teeth grow longer and start snapping at the air as the entire whip extends another extra 5 feet.
Cool.
I try and whip the creature from where I'm at.
All right. Give me your roll to hit.
Okay. I'm gonna use a patch right away.
Hey, let's start off with a patch. For those who don't know, patches give them 1 free hero point because they have no hero point cards this season. They can also make superstitions to get them, which is the only way Adam can do it tonight.
Does a 25 hit?
25. It does hit me.
Okay. So then it's going to take not that much, but it's better than nothing.
Right.
It's going to take 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 17 points of magical slashing.
All right. With that said, I'm going to ask you, since you're the first to make contact with it, we're going to spend Star Drew's victory point condition to add 2 in. What are we doing for our tactic? Capture, kill.
We are killing it.
All right. So when we hit 4, you just had a successful hit. That adds 1, because everyone can add 1 to it. If someone gets it past, I lose an action for a round, which is big on this creature. Okay. Do you have any other things you're doing with your actions?
No, because it was the one to do the exploit, and then it was 2 to activate my whip to make it go that extra 5 feet.
Todd, do you actually need to be 5 foot from her to do aid?
I was gonna aid to protect her from from an attack, right? I would probably say yes.
I think you have to be within 5 foot of them.
I think she had to be she was gonna move closer to me. So,
do you want to shift? Can you shift 5 foot, Kelly? Can she move 5 foot after her 3 actions?
No, she.
I use all my actions.
Use all of them. All right, never mind. Never
but
mind.
Don't you have that 10-foot aura?
10-foot aura for what?
You have resistance 4 to fire.
Okay.
It is going to be partially fire, so that'll help.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, with that, that takes us from Maria to Wilcuff. Wilcuff jumps over top of it, with his hand holding onto his back, and kind of floats above and throws the TNT stick down lit. and it goes off. Let me make my roll to hit. I got a natural 20. I don't want to start that way. I got to make my... Okay, make my save. How would that work? Rolling with the do splash damage and like alchemy stuff, they do crit damage, don't they?
Oh, yeah,
chemical
'cause
things?
it's
Because to roll to hit with.
if you roll to hit, then they don't roll to do the.
I was trying
do they?
to eat it.
Oh, okay.
I was doing something entirely different.
Okay.
So I take max 10d6 plus the 53.
Yeah.
Ow. When this thing gets hit, there is a detonation. It blows up through the area. It is lower than all of you. It hits like the wall, the final part of the wall as it's closing. It blows the statue up. The floor falls down, and this thing falls back into the water below as it's climbing. Wilcuff lands here and then sees the goat and tumbles back to here away from the goat. So 1 action to throw, 2 actions to move. That was a metric shit ton of damage. This thing is not moving too quick down there now. That takes us to the top of the list, and I'm gonna bring in our creepy guest. Adam, I gotta ask, buddy, where? Oh God.
Hi, friends.
Where are you at here, and why, and what do you look like, you creeper?
So this handsome gentleman, very
Handsome?
dashing indeed, incredibly handsome, a smile that can swoop the angels out of the heavens themselves.
That's true.
Yeah, you see like this very scraggly guy, like very downtrodden, very gross, almost like sunken features as well too, making his way downstairs, because when we first see him, he's actually standing up because this shorter gentleman like ran into him and started off like down these stairs.
Oh no.
And the next thing that he remembers is opening his eyes, and there's this line of people just going in this direction. He doesn't remember how he got into this line. He thinks back, and I mean, he knows he was sent down below for a reason.
There is a line of people waiting. You are not incorrect. So I'm going to ask you a question that you're going to have no idea what it fucking means.
Uh-huh.
Was your name on the list, or was your name circled on the list, or was there a check mark next to your name on the list?
My name was check marks.
I immediately need a fort save from you to start it off
Yes.
for your character.
Of course you do. Excellent. I might already have another character just in case if you killed him really quick. Fortitude save.
Yeah, right.
That is a that is a 19.
A 19. Are you happy with that roll?
Not really.
Would you like to make up a superstition about this so you could get a reroll, or are you going to ride it out?
Make up a superstition. Does the superstition have to involve what's happening to me right now?
Usually it does in some form or fashion. Examples of ones in the past would be like, never look a fey court member in the face while eating. That was in the eye while eating. That was one. If a superstition is used twice in an episode, or really ever, it becomes permanent. And that's something else entirely. So you could use, make a new one would probably make the most sense. Something to do with cults, keepers, which are like gods that can only give powers by making physical contact.
You know what? I'm coming out of this stance. I have no idea what's happening. I'll ride this one out.
You're riding it out. Okay. I'm going to
Ride it
send
out.
you a link.
Oh shit.
If this, when I ask for the saves, If you have 3 of them that are a failure, this is your new character.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, it's really great. So I have you on the second floor map, or sorry, the basement map. Over here, Adam, where I clicked, I'll take you to the party here. Actually, yeah, the party. Over here is where they came down. This wall is open right now. There is a body laying on the ground here. There's black mold everywhere. There's like moss growing all over the walls through the next section here. This would be the way down. My question is, are you already down here or are you just coming down here?
I would say I was on my way down because the person that ran into me, they made their way down this direction, and me not quite knowing what's going on with this other line of people, just knowing I was supposed to be down here. Maybe this person can help me.
Maybe.
Maybe I don't know. But they ran in a direction. I'm confused, and so
So the person who ran into you is wearing these yellow and white robes. They're tattered but well maintained and cleaned. When they bump into you, like, if you are going downstairs for the blessing, make sure you check in with a devotee that is down there. You'll be dressed like myself with golden eyes. Little do you know, that fucker's dead. You can blame Drew. Down the stairs, the wall should be open already. There is a group in waiting. Let's get you blessed and become one of the devoted of Golthok.
Yeah, devoted to him. Yes, devoted to.
Yes, your name is very important on the list. It means that you are one of the blessed. You have a dirt mark on the back of your hand when you look at it. It's like it's got like someone rubbed mud on it. You feel healthier than you've ever felt.
So much worse than mud.
When he holds his hand up to look at the dirt mark, you notice that he has incredibly long black claws on his hands.
Now, real quick for clarity, everybody. I did not tell him to make this character. I did not tell him to give himself black claws. He doesn't even know what the fuck has happened in the last 2 episodes. With that said, Adam is on point in this one, and he didn't even know what was going on. That means I have done my job as a GM. I bid you adieu. So, yeah, you walk down. You see a person turn and look back at you. They are holding a bluish-green hand. Their face in the shadows is a little stretched and awkward, but they're robed. They got a backpack on. The hand looks exactly like the object you are looking for. When he sees you, it immediately walks out of sight into the room. The rest of the group sees the goat creature run through and get next to Burke and behind him. And in another language, unless you're going to attack it when it walks by, it just runs by you. You have attack opportunities. I don't know if you do, Burke.
No.
He goes, creature, a man is trying to kill your friend, me. And there's an echo of your buddy's voice in there.
Burke's like, I have no idea who the fuck this is.
No idea. But he doesn't know.
You have
He's
little
traveling.
idea how
He's
much
traveling with everybody. He has no fucking clue.
You have an idea how little that narrows it down.
Yeah, right. You're like, friends? I don't have any of those.
They're all dead.
They're all dead. I killed them years ago. So, what would you like to do with their action when you see that thing run away from you? And this wall is open.
Okay, and I know, and that's what I mean. That's what I remember.
It is
now.
definitely here, yeah.
So you see him reach down to his side on his belt. He's got tattered black clothes on, but on his very simple belt, you see a spiked chain.
Oh,
as he grabs it and starts moving forward.
Yeah, that always.
And as he rounds the corner, you see him start to spin it incredibly fast. around his body as it starts kicking up. It starts looking like it's kicking up dust as he whips it around his head, and it's like dust and almost smoke continues to go around him. As it seems like he's got as I cast a bane around myself. I
Okay.
start making my way around the corner.
Okay, so one action to move to there. You see a party of people, and there's a loud echo in this area. Like, you heard it and felt it. Shit's falling off the walls. And I will say, there's no way that the people upstairs did not hear that explosion.
Bro.
And there's just dirt and rubble falling from the ceiling right now. There's a group of people looking in their area. Fire is just finishing a flash through the room. So that was one action to go to there. As you pull your weapon out as you're moving, you have 2 actions left. You see the group of people?
I do that action, and I saw that thing go. I know what I need, and I cast a spell around my body.
I will say there is a curtain here. You can't see it on the map, but it is dividing that area. It is partially open because he ran through. You're casting a spell at him.
Not at him, on myself.
Oh, on yourself. Oh, okay. Well,
Yes.
then I would say the rest of the party would hear it and see it. Of him casting a spell. That's 2 actions, correct? So you're done.
That's 3. That's everything.
All right. Well, I put you at the top of the list. That goes to the big bad now.
It's dead, isn't it?
No.
No, we're not that lucky.
No, it's not. It is fucking hurting. I am going to slither back out of the wall. And I'm going to crawl up with 2 actions. And I'm going to. You can 2 attack opportunity if you want on it. If you have, I don't know if you have attack opportunity.
I do because of my exploit vulnerability, and my implement is the whip is a weapon.
Okay.
So since that's my implement, I get attacks of opportunity on the creature I use exploit vulnerability on.
You don't get
Because I
that
see that.
do that much.
Here, give me your roll.
Kelly got it though.
Of course, it's gonna fall. Because why not? I'm using a superstition. I'm gonna make it canon.
Yeah, let's go.
So in episode 5, I used mark yourself with the blood of a cryptid to mask myself from it.
Okay.
So I think as I get the whip ready and I do the first whip, it misses and I pull it back and I swipe the blood off the Otiug.
Wipe it on you?
And wipe it almost, like war paint, and then I give it another go.
All right, that's now canon.
Yep.
That's a powerful canon one too, because it happens a lot. I mean, it could happen a lot in this.
It could happen a lot, yeah.
All right, so now canonized. That means it's your turn. Again, another roll.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That is not enough.
Okay.
As you swing, it hits it and bounces off the rubbery hide as it returns the favor.
Okay.
So I am going to try to hit you.
Okay.
That is a 31.
That crits.
Okay. While I'm doing the damage for the crit, it automatically tries to grab you because it just gets that as part of his action. I need to see what it can do. Done. Roll. Okay. I'll do that after my damage. What's your fort DC?
Fort DC is an 18.
Okay. So max of 6, plus 6 is 12, plus another 3 is 15 damage. It's bludgeoning.
Okay.
It constricts you if I had an action, but I do not. But you are currently grabbed, and I'm out of actions. Lucky you. It starts to pull you towards it. You can tell it's trying to drag you back to its lair. That will take us out of my actions for him. The other creature that slithered out next to the goat and next to Burke Burke, it is going to make an attack on you when it comes out. It does its piteous moan to everybody in the area. Anyone within 15 foot of the creature must make me a will save versus this creature. So it looks like everybody but Will Cuff and the new guest star have to make me a will save. Not too high. This is definitely a doable will save, everyone.
25.
You are good.
22.
You are good.
I'm going to cash in a patch.
You
One
want
patch for
the one that bear-
Georgia.
The one that bear gave you?
64. That is
All right.
correct.
All right.
All right, we're gonna use a different D20 this time because
Yeah,
I'm
this
gonna be
bitch is
superstitious
fired.
myself. Oh, that's
Fire.
so much better.
Okay.
That's a 29.
When it lets
No,
out this
30.
like moan, you can hear it like reverberating in your skull enough to where like you almost feel like you have to vomit
Yeah.
between the breath and that. And you guys all made it, so that didn't work this time. I can't do that one again. That is just automatic. It does not take any actions for me. And I am now going to claw at Burke with my action that I have left. 22. It's a pretty good roll for me.
Let's see.
With your shield raised.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have your shield raised, right?
I have my shield raised. Just checking because I have the armor up, so that changes my AC to one higher. 23 with the shield up.
What is
It
that?
claws and rakes part of the wall away. And pulls like a stone out of the wall trying to claw at you. That is the end of my actions for these creatures. That takes us to the top of the list. Georgia sitting on the box, trying to survive. Will Cuff behind you, an eyeball down the hall. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna drink a health potion.
Okay, so you dig it out of your pack with an action, drink it with your
Yep.
next action. You have an action left.
Yep. Okay.
Would you
awesome.
like
For
to use a
that last-
medicine card on that?
Please, absolutely, please.
Medical science from Kelly paying it forward. That will get you an extra die, whatever you're using.
Beautiful. Should just be a D 4 D4 D6. All right.
Whatever your
awesome.
healing is for it. And then do you want to use 4 emotional healing cards again?
I absolutely would. Yes,
Okay.
100%.
She's like, I don't want to die today. So that's an extra 4
really-
hit points.
Okay, beautiful.
And that's going to be 2 from
Done,
Allie,
done.
1 and 2 from Serving Hands for that one. All right.
Okay, wonderful. All right, and I'll let you know what the healing is on that here.
Yeah,
in a
you're fine.
moment.
You have an action left. Is there anything you want to do with that one action?
I want to go further away from this thing, but I don't want to go near that eye. So I will just get next to Will Cuff.
Okay.
'Cause at the very least, I feel like we can be a team.
Okay. So you're worried about
Regardless.
the eyeball, the creature out of
Yes.
the corner you heard but haven't really seen, and then the new person who
Yes.
showed up, who is dressed in the same styled white robes over top of whatever black armor and stuff they're wearing underneath that you've never seen, who also just casted a spell.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure you're in the place you want to be before all hell breaks loose.
I mean,
No,
Here we go.
it's fine. The eye continues to look at you. It goes on the same initiative order as you. I need a fortitude save from you. Fort, yep. As it blinks at you and a beam of blue light shoots from its eye.
okay, that's not bad. That is going to be 22.
It misses you, hits the wall as ice starts to slowly form over the wall.
Great.
Enough to where the unhewn stone almost like looks brittle. That is my action for the
Interesting.
eye. That now takes us to Burke.
Okay.
Burke's not happy with this thing that just came out and screamed at him right in his face, so
Nope.
he's going to I'm going to raise my shield first just to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to spend 2 actions
Okay.
to do a blast, which I'm going to turn into a weapon.
Point blank range blast
And,
always goes well.
Well, it's a melee attack, really. But I'm just going to hit the little button here that gives me a random weapon. Click. All right, small spear appears in my hand, and I'm going to poke this guy with piercing damage.
Okay.
Boom. That's that's 18
To hit me?
to hit. Yeah.
Are you good with that?
No, I'm not, but that's the way the dice landed.
When you stab, it hits the blubbery, like sluggish hide on it and like slides across him and does not cut him open or do any wounds to him. Anything else for you?
Gross. Nope, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. That would be the goat now. Are you injured, Burke? That's my first question.
No, I'm not yet.
So he turns, he pulls out a flail that has a moth on it. It kind of looks like the moth you're wearing, but the fur seems fake. Nothing seems right. It looks like a copy of something that your group would have. And he tries to hit this thing with a mace. He successfully does. He hits it.
Inner cosplayer.
He looks like the new Avatar series. Everyone's in cosplay.
He's a LARPer.
He's a LARPer.
Yeah.
But he hits him for 14 points. As he clobbers him once.
Peace tied.
I'm gonna swing again. With the penalty, he hits again. And then for the last one, I'm gonna make a knowledge check because that he has learned by watching you all for 11 episodes. And in an odd, weird voice, he says, Golfut, a mental acid immunity? Immune to it? Cannot control. As he's waving this hand around while he's talking, that's got another hand on like rosary bead style stuff draped off of it, swinging. That is his actions, and it takes us to Maria.
Okay.
You're like, okay, fuck this.
I mean, also yes, but
I just want to point out that his character looks like he's in a cult already. Does anyone look at the art on this guy?
yeah, he looks like he's in a
I feel
car.
like that motherfucker looks like he belongs here. He's a cultist.
Ew.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ew.
Okay, so take a look at my skills real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm grabbed, which means I'm immobilized, which means I can't do anything with the move trait.
Correct. But you could try to break free. It is an option.
Yeah, I can try and break free, and I guess I can also try and attack if I really just feel like giving up on life.
I mean, you could. I was giving up. More like leaning in.
Sorry, Kelly's a little salty. Not from the game, from other stuff.
I didn't do anything wrong.
No, you didn't. I'm salty about work stuff. Don't worry about it.
You're on vacation, goddammit.
I will be after 12:30 tomorrow.
You're on
let's
vacation,
see.
goddammit.
What's my...
You could be at PAX setting up a Norse Foundry booth tomorrow.
True, I could be. All right, so there's really no difference. So I guess I'm going to try and go with athletics
Okay.
to try and bust out of
And that would
this
be versus my roll.
fort DC.
All right.
That's what the rules say. I don't know.
Yep. Nope, that's right.
Okay.
I'm just looking at what he has. Boy.
Probably something stupid, ridiculous.
It isn't good for you.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad, actually. But you might be able to do it. It's always feasible.
I'm using my last patch.
All right. And we do have the new maneuver card. So if anyone played a new maneuver card, you can make a failure or a success. But it
Oh, this
doesn't
was a crit.
look like we got any maneuvers yet.
Okay, that's better. That's a 25.
25. And it's versus mine. So 10 plus his bonus. A 20. You are very lucky.
I'm
As
glad I
you
spent that patch.
push and break free off of it. That was a second patch for you, or first
Yeah.
patch? Okay.
Second patch.
All right. As you break free, what would you like to do? That was one action.
So as one action,
Is that considered an attack action escaping like that?
Yes. So.
So you got. I'm telling you, it's probably good you use your full bonus for that because he is definitely tough to deal with.
Right. So then.
I will say he has not been hit again yet. We are still at 3. If
Right.
you were to hit him right now, that would put him at 4, and he would lose an action for for the rest of this round.
Let me see what I can do here. So there's that. Okay.
And it's any success. You could even it's whatever your crit is. Like you could also do a knowledge check on him if you want to learn more and not use the other skill you have, but like an actual knowledge check that also counts. All of those things count.
Okay. Well, I think I heard our Build-A-Bear
goat?
friend say something about immune to acid and mental.
Oh, he's talking about the creature in front of them.
Oh, in front. Okay.
Max crit card just got played by Stardrew as well.
You know what? I will
Fuck.
roll. I guess I'll roll Occult Lord to try and figure out.
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
about
Feel
this
free.
creature?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then I'll probably just, because I don't know if I'm going to provoke if I leave, so I'll probably use my last action to attack, but let's see if I can find anything out. That is a 26.
And would you say occult? 26? That
Yeah.
gives you 2 questions.
Okay.
I will tell you it is dangerous because it is blessed and touched by Golthok. You believe this thing to have a piece of the keeper.
Okay.
Like a relic of is how I guess you would best explain it.
Right. So then, just take a look at this.
Oh yeah.
Come all this way.
Yes. Coupe Megas XLR. What a classic.
Yeah. Just going off on it.
Fought our way to get here. There's all these stupid things we had to do. We're getting dirty, being told
Yes!
we're being cleansed. There's a tentacle monster. There's explosions
Everywhere.
I'm tired of this.
I'm tired of this shit.
I mean, she's getting pretty close. So, I know it has no weaknesses or resistances.
None.
You
can ask about
Let's
the
see.
keeper with that. You can ask about what OTX do. You can ask about one of its most prominent attack.
I guess I would ask for one of them is, does it, and you can tell me to pound sand if this isn't appropriate.
Pound
does
filth?
it have, pound filth. Does it have reactive strikes or whatever it's called now?
Oh, you mean like it's for the attacks opportunity?
Yeah.
Yes, but only if someone has been affected by stench.
Okay. So then that's one question, and then I guess the other one would be, trying to think. Being touched by Golthak.
Mhm.
Is there any anathema of Golthak that we could use? Like, does Golthak have any anathema, I guess? That we could potentially
Not
use against
that a
OTX?
creature like this would. They're not hyper intelligent. Golthok would be.
I meant more like belief or something, like almost like, oh, I mean, I know.
Oh yeah, their idea of cleaning is spreading his aberrational sickness.
Yeah.
So
okay.
like clean water and things like that. Fuck with this creature.
Okay.
But you don't have a hand of water here. So yep. But clean
Wow.
water would do something. Like if you could clean water, or if you have a way to cleanse something like that, it can fuck with this thing pretty heavily. It's pretty dangerous.
All right. I guess those are my two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. It's super dangerous. It's above what you should be dealing with, but that explosion, man. This thing is like ripped up, holes in it. The blubbery skin is split down like half a foot in. You can see some of the muscle structure. He's got that black mold growth like over the shoulders of all three appendages. He's pretty messed up, though.
Okay, so then I guess for my third action, since I wasn't affected by stench, I am gonna try and move out of the way.
Okay.
And then I don't know that this guy's here yet.
No. Yeah, you would have. Oh, you see him when you
I
like
see
back
him?
up. You can see a guy who just
Okay.
because he cast a spell and he wasn't quiet about it.
Right, okay.
But he is
Let's
dressed in the robes and in black armor, and he's carrying a spiked chain.
Yeah, I don't want to go that way.
And then the creepy thing down here.
I think I'm just gonna move to like here, I guess, so that
Okay.
if it tries to come near me, hopefully I can try and get another attack of opportunity on it.
Okay.
That's just like Maria trying to be tactical about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
then she says out loud, I say out loud, it doesn't have any like regular, resistances or weaknesses or anything like that, but if someone can get some fucking clean water, that'll do something to it. I don't know what, but if it's been touched by Golthok, then clean water is gonna
Mm-hmm.
do
Clean water will
something.
help it. Clean water
don't know.
will negate its stench ability.
Okay, then there we go. Then if we get clean water, we can try and wash the stench away.
Audience, if I can get a D6 on a 6, my stench recharges for my turn next round. That is Maria. That will take us to Wilcuff. I'm between an I and a hard place. He would look to Georgia, which I don't know where Georgia is, and ask, do you see that eye back there? What the fuck is that? I think out of all of the things, that eye is the least amount of problems. So I'm going to go after the eye. Instead of running into the craziness. He swings once, hits it with his detached arm. He's like holding it, swinging it like a bat. And then he flicks a dagger out with his other hand and stabs at it, misses. So I hit it once. He hits the eye enough to where like there's pus and blood pouring out of the corner of this orbital socket. That takes us to the top of the list, which will be Adam's character. Adam, now that you've walked down here, I need you to make me because you are currently in the stench area. What did we get? A 5, so it did not recharge for him. So no rolls for you then. What do you want to do? You're first up.
Right. So I saw the creature with the arm jump over on the other side of the room, and now I just saw the.
That's a
lady
different
go,
person. This is Wilcuff. The person who has the hand you're talking about is this guy.
down here.
Yeah.
That down there, right? Yeah.
Yep,
and then
yep.
I just saw this person right over here just jump around
And fighting this thing.
Exactly. I haven't seen that thing.
Well, you see tendrils out. It's got like a 15-foot reach.
Oh,
They're big pseudopod tendrils.
oh, so I have to get past those in order to get what I need to get to. Oh, goody. Oh, goody, goody, goody. All right. Where am I? As I'm standing right in the corner, I'm just going to get mad. I'm gonna move right here into the doorway, and you see him actually. Maria, just really quick. This is more for me. Can you make a perception check on me, please?
What's your passive?
My passive is a 18 or 19, I believe.
18. Cool. He holds his hands up, and kind of like this swirling energy moves out farther away from him. But then under one portion of his hair that's covering his eye, you see it kind of starting to glow like a scarlet red color.
What is that?
It's part of fun. And then this
Fun
thing,
for
I'm going
who?
to attack. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to
Fun for
swing.
Adam.
I'm going to attack it around the corner, and I'm going to hit it with my spiky chain thing.
Are you attacking the big thing?
Yeah, it's in my way. There's tentacles. I have to get past it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Object flies.
That is 21.
You bounce off. The chain bounces off of its hide.
Bounces off of it.
Hits and just like it's like hitting like a thick, wet piece of like blubber.
Oh, great.
That's one.
All right. Well, actually, what I did is I emanated Bane that is currently around me, so now it's up 10 feet.
Do I make a save?
For Bane, no. You just automatically take a -1 to your attack rolls.
Oh.
If you're inside my swirliness. Then he just like reaches up with his one finger and just kind of like draws a little line on his cheek, and I'm gonna cast shield over myself as like a the armor that he's wearing just kind of.
Isn't shield on reaction in PF2? Todd, isn't it on reaction shield? Shield's on reaction.
The shield
Spell?
cantrip it's one
Oh.
one action to cast it, and then it's a +1 to your AC,
Oh,
and
that's
then if you want, you can block with it.
Yeah.
That's
As a
right. Well,
reaction.
you're gonna want to. My turn. I didn't get my stench back. As one of the pseudopods cuts slamming down on the corner. 31 to hit you,
Hit
Adam.
me?
Yeah.
Ooh. 31, you say?
Did I beat you by 10?
Okay. Yeah, you absolutely did. You got
Cool.
me.
So 6, 12, 16 points of damage, and you're grabbed.
Excellent.
With the grab, I'm going to use my second action to reposition you and drop you down the hole. It is from up here, a 20-foot fall, minus 10 foot of it because you're falling into water. It's the distance that you fall for damage, which means you take 10 points of damage from the fall.
Cool.
And you're now in this swampy, nasty, thick, like sewage water, and you feel something heavier than the water move by your feet.
Am I standing or am I like treading?
You can stand in the water down here. It's probably up just past your waist.
Okay.
With my third action, I'm going to swing at Maria from the distance because I got 15. With my penalty, I hit. I need a fortitude save for you as well, Adam. I hit.
Fortitude?
I have a -1 from you, don't I?
Yeah. From Adam, yes.
I only hit a 19.
Okay, that misses.
It hits the ground and misses you. You see him launch the new person behind him and drop him in the water like it was nothing. You do see some of the wounds on it. You see that black mold growing into it and like pulling the skin back together. That would take it to Georgia.
Awesome. So, Eric, I want to clarify something really quick before I proceed with the turn, which is
Sure.
with the I believe it's Keeper's Eye, where you can regain a spell. Is there any way that list can change versus what I prepared for the day?
It has to be something you already
Okay, so
cast.
there is nothing that I have. Okay, perfect.
It
Well-
only recovers it recovers slots for casting. You can't change your memorized spells for the day.
Okay, perfect.
Are you going to use Keeper Eye to
in
get
that
more
case-
slots back?
Not just yet.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Actually, yeah. Fuck it.
Okay, so we'll do
Let's
the
make this
KJ.
easier.
Keeper's Eye for you. That's 1d6 ranks back. The tracker moves up 1.
Okay.
Thank you for
1d6
that.
And chat. We'll be rolling for that, right?
Sure, yeah. Chat, give me a 1d6. All right, so my tracker goes up 1. And now I will tell you, if you do an action against this guy, I currently, if you hit me, I will lose my action for the round. I have an action that I'll be
This guy
missing.
being okay.
I made my fort save for the first one that I did, but if I get hit again, I have to roll again, and I may lose my action again.
Oof.
6.
6, you get 6 ranks back.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool.
1 up on a
I'll
6
make a
tracker.
note of that.
And
Perfect.
what are
Well-
you doing? What are you doing, Allie?
I'm gonna be recalculating some spells here in a second, but you know what? Right now, I think we're just gonna make this easy. as I take out a vial that
Okay.
is
So-
hanging from my belt, and
Okay.
I'm gonna just yeet tar fire at them.
Oh, well, give me a roll of hit.
Yeah.
Yeet Tarfire.
27.
27 hit. That hits me. Does not crit me, but it does hit me.
All right, we'll take it. Cool. So that's gonna be 2d6 fire and 2d4 persistent fire.
All right. 2d6.
4 points of damage.
Okay.
So
What's the what's
none
what's the
of
persistent
us.
damage? Is it more? Just out of curiosity. Maybe the real fire is the persistent, right?
Real fire is the friends we made along the way. Yeah, it
No,
is 7.
Those are called enemies. Don't lie. All right. That was all your actions, right?
That was
Pull and
2
throw.
of them. What's that?
Didn't you have to pull
Oh,
that
you're right.
Tarfire to throw it?
So that's more flavor that I use for Georgia. It's technically a spell.
Isn't it 2 actions then to cast it?
Yes.
So you're out. Right? No, you have 1. You have 1 left. I lied. You have 1 left.
Right.
If you want to attack me again,
Yeah, I could just use my bow.
I did fail my save. I lose an action next round. From the tactic.
Cool. I'm gonna switch. I will switch gears and I will shoot my bow at this dude.
Okay, so because you would have to pull it, wouldn't you? Because you were a moth that landed that has been drinking potions and doing everything else under the sun. You have not pulled your bow yet.
I pull my bow.
There you go. And then
That will be my last action.
That's a
Yeah.
pulled bow. That is Georgia. That takes us to the eye. The eye shoots another beam. This time, though, he does it at Willcuff. Willcuff dodges it adeptly. Freezes the other wall again. And then that would take us to Burke and then to the goat.
Maria, do you want assistance there and so we can focus fire, or do you want me to mop up this guy in front of my face? What do you...
How about the guy in front of your face, just because we don't
I need him
making
pulling
us
more of
off
these.
guard.
And that creature goes last in the round, just so you know when that one goes. He goes after Willcuff. That's why he's been going towards the end.
Then I will use 2 actions to manifest a weapon in my hand.
Okay.
Let's call it a
Random
Hammer.
item. A hammer, okay.
Random warhammer.
All right.
Kaboom! Well, that's much better than the last time. That's 27 to hit.
Ooh. That hits, not a crit.
Okay. So this 11 bludgeoning.
All right. Anything else?
I'm going to raise my shield.
All right. Then the goat goes. The goat is going to swing at it a bunch of times again. He finally got it with one of them out of all of them. As he's swinging, he says, kill tactic?
Yeah, buddy. Go for it.
Kill tactic. So right
He's
now,
trying to be a real boy.
yep, that's 2 towards the kill tactic from you two.
He's doing a great job.
He's trying. That doesn't kill it, but it does look pretty messed up between the two of you pounding on this thing. That will take us to Maria at 15. Maria, what do you want to do? You see that new guy who showed up, who looked like he was trying to support you and fight this creature, even though he's kind of dressed like the people here. He gets thrown into the pit.
Okay, well, I'm not going to try and run past that thing. I'm going to raise my shield. So I've got, I raise my buckler, and then I activate my whip special ability again as I, swing it back, and then crank it forward, and all the gibbering mouther arms go...
It's like a cat of gibbering mouther tails.
Mother tails, yeah.
I don't really know.
It's kind of...
Yeah, it's not good for anybody.
That's a 25 to hit. I don't know.
25 hits, no crit.
Okay.
He's so creepy looking at him.
The math.
I just keep catching it out of the corner of my eye.
That is 17 points.
Ooh, that's a good hit.
And then I stand my ground because it is the 2 actions to activate my weapon.
It is
and
messed
hit.
up. It is like crawling with its weird 3 legs, trying to make its way in to the room to grab more people. That was Maria. That goes to Wilcuff. Wilcuff is going to swing, misses all 3 trying to hit this tiny eye. It stands still, you fuck! Stop floating around as he's swinging his arm and stabbing at it. I will say that it's my turn with the flesh creature. I'm going to spew in a line, although I'll only hit Burke. It wants to use this ability. It costs me 2 actions. Burke, I need a reflex save from you. For the medallion. Oh, no, I don't. I actually just rolled a hit. I lied.
My 3 worst saves.
23
Michael Jordan!
for my spew.
Yeah, with my shield raise, it is exactly 23.
So it hits you for 10 points of acid damage and then splashes and hits the goat for another 3.
So this was a physical attack.
Physical
though,
attack.
Right? Like,
Yeah, physical attack.
Okay, I'm gonna see. I just want to double check I can shield block this.
He's spewing acid as the mouth like undulates and opens and it just vomits this acid stream out.
No,
It's like a car wash, but stomach bile.
If it was physical damage, I could block it, but I cannot, so I just have to take it. You said it was 10?
10 damage. And then it does it
Damage.
a second time.
I don't like that either.
18 hit you?
No, not at all.
Now splash damage automatically hits the people around, correct?
Yeah, if you have splash, it hits the target and anyone
Around,
within
and I-
whatever the
yeah.
range of it is.
So I also hit the goat again. It splashes off your shield and hits him. He's like, oh, stop me. And he's like trying to block it. And honestly, fuck it. I'm going to claw for my 3rd one against you. 18? That's a really good roll. Does that hit you, Todd?
Against me?
Yeah.
No, I'm at a 23 yet.
And it rakes your shield, not enough to get through. That takes us to the top of the list. Hey, Adam, at the bottom of the pit,
That's great.
in this sludgy, shitty water, something is slowly moving around your feet. When you look down, it's just dark in here.
Of course.
Do you have any special vision?
I don't.
It's very dark down here. There's debris falling. There's still rock falling from the ceiling. What do you want to...
Is there light above me?
There
Can I see
is
up?
torches. You can see it, but you can't see down here that well. You're 20 foot down. There is a platform that lowered that it was standing on, but it's climbed up and over. And that platform is just destroyed. The walls are all charred because he threw a TNT stick in here and did 100 and something points of damage earlier.
Nice.
There is
Really
a tunnel
cool.
that goes west out of this place. You'd be sludging through whatever this is.
So, would you like to know how? You asked me for a save as well too.
No, you didn't end up needing to make the save because they didn't make the D6. So you're good.
Okay. Well, damn it! I was just up there, so you actually see him. He takes his claws, he shoves them into his stomach. You just see him just like right through, and he like starts pulling out like his intestines and everything. It's like, son of a bitch! And he like wraps them around, and I'm gonna try to chuck it, and I'm gonna see if I can hook it up to some rock up top.
What the fuck? Wow!
So this is one of the best cantrips ever, called Inside Ropes. I can use my intestine. I pull them out and use them as ropes to climb.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, it's truthful and it's fantastic, and I love it.
Oh god, that is so cringy. I love it. All right. What do you get a roll to do? How does this happen?
Well, I use it as rope. I essentially what I can do.
I mean, if you
use it
look
as-
at the top, let me move it over. If you look at the top, there are 2 braziers past it, or you can throw it and try to hook his foot.
Yep, that's what I want to try to do. I'm trying to get him.
Is there a role for using rope in this game for that kind of stuff? Is it just a ranged attack roll? Like a grappling hook?
I think it's athletics, and it's like a super check.
Yeah.
I got it right here. Grappling hook.
No.
Typically a DC is a 20. You use a range attack roll as a simple weapon proficiency. Simple
Okay.
weapon.
Oh, range attack.
Let's try it.
What could go wrong?
Ooh. I got a 20 for the money.
You rolled a 20? Wow, okay. So you hook it around its foot.
Yep. So 1 action to pull out my guts. 1 action to do that. Now I want to start to climb.
So you can move half your climb, right? Half your move is a climb. 10.
I
you're-
can. Am I against the wall?
I would say you could
Actually-
swing to hit that wall that's below him. Yeah, he's only half climbed up. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Because what's really cool about this as well too, about inside ropes, all I have to do now is make a DC flat check because I can essentially use it. I can climb up against the wall with it just
You
fine.
put it back in your body? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I start climbing and it just starts making its way back into his
Start
stomach. 'Cause I start
climbing back
climbing.
up. Gross. I go. It moves forward 5, dragging you up an additional 5 up the wall. I'm going to make an attack on Burke from behind. That would be
I'm going to use my attack of opportunity.
for 5. Oh, because you got your whip.
'Cause it-
That's right. Yep,
Yeah, I
go
got
ahead.
my whip.
No, I moved into it. I didn't move through it.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
I moved in because you're only 10 foot, right?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, I moved into it, so you wouldn't be
All
able
right,
to get one.
never mind.
So I'm gonna swing at Burke first. We're starting there on the tree of pain. Does a 20? What is this? Does a 32 hit you?
You hit, but not a crit.
No
One off
shit.
from a crit.
Wow. Okay. Well, you are grabbed. I'll give you your damage. It's not crazy. 9 points of damage as it grabs you. Second action, pulling you away, throwing
Was
you
that-
in the pit.
Oh.
With my athletics check versus your 4 DC, but I got a 31. I'm assuming that beats your 4 DC.
Was that a physical attack to do that, or was it a
Yes.
maneuver that happened to do damage?
It's a physical attack that does it and auto grabs. And then I have to use an
And the
action to
damage-
reposition you.
The damage was how much?
9.
9?
Mhm.
But was it bludgeoning?
It is
piercing,
bludgeoning
slashing?
damage.
All right, then I would raise my shield.
Oh, okay.
I
I'll
mean,
put you
I'm
back.
sorry, I would shield block.
Oh, okay.
I would lower it by 6. So I'll take the remaining 3, and my shield takes 3.
All right. And then I make my 30. I use
And you
athletics versus
still
your 4.
move me.
And I drop you 10 points of damage. Crow, you see a guy drop past you and splash into the water. And I have 1 action left. I'm going to do the same thing to Maria, try to attack her. And my penalty now. Maria, I don't think a 17 hits you.
No.
So it swings and hits the ground again, and it's definitely crawling forward. You see the big mouth roar and open up again, and it's pulling its leg, and you see something wrapped around its leg. Looks like organs. Is this like lifting its 3rd foot, trying to shake it off, kind of? That is my actions. That takes us to Georgia and then the eye. Georgia, what would you like to do?
Alrighty, so I've gone ahead and I've regained some spell slots. So the first
Yeah.
thing I'm going to do is, oh, that's right, you all guessed it. I'm going to use all 3 actions for 1 spell, and I'm going to summon back my butterfly.
God damn it.
Yay! Let's go.
That thing saved the day with its bleed last time. Let me go get our butterfly friend token. Boot
A
it.
butterfly.
Does it
Gotta
summon?
beat it, everybody. It's
Does
the
it-
Iron Butterfly.
Does it summon next to you? Where does it summon?
I'm going to go ahead.
Is there a
and I'm
range on
actually-
it?
Ooh, hoo, hoo, dragging the map around.
Can you move it or
Let's
no?
see, there is, yes. I believe I can summon it within 30 feet.
Can you move it?
Range. No.
Okay, I'm gonna share all. Now you should be able to move it.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So what we are gonna do is, I feel like it's only appropriate to have this little metal butterfly go after the eye.
If you put it on the other side of it, it would get bonuses because it would be considered flanked, which would be off
Flanking.
guard. So
Has
like
to be there,
you
right?
summon it against the corner, and this metal, isn't it like metal and colors and it's a butterfly? We said it was a moth last time, didn't we?
Yes.
So we're staying with the moth motif.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
You summon a metal moth of color
That's
and
so
spectacularness.
metal.
For those who didn't see
Mm-hmm.
last episode, this is what this motherfucker looks like. It's like this weird ant bug metal elemental. It's
It's
so
so
weird.
cute. It's so
It's
cute.
something.
Metal.
I feel like he needs a name, so I'm gonna go with Gerard.
Gerard. I'm writing
Gerard
that
and
down.
Georgia. Yeah. Yep.
Is it with the
So,
J though, or is it a G?
It's with a J.
All right.
Awesome. And so I believe that means it's going to make its one attack this
Yeah.
turn as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Buttes. That's a 28 to hit.
Hits me. It's pretty damaged
Cool.
already.
That's gonna be 5 slashing plus 1 persistent bleed and 1,000 cuts.
As it just spins and like cuts. He's got dry eye,
Ew.
Oh, that's terrible.
bladed dry eye. He's got metal filings in his eyes. Anyone who's ever welded or done grinding, it really sucks. Well, it's your action. That goes the eye. I am not dead. I am going to shoot. I'm going to give up one of my other things that I have. I'm going to use 2 actions this time. I use 3. I'm going to use 3 actions and shoot 3 beams. I need Georgia, Wilcuff, and the butterfly to all give me reflex saves.
Pew, pew, pew.
As it blinks and like, and these ice beams shoot out of the eye on it.
That's a jackalope on the die.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
Or
Is that a 1?
It means I got it. It's a nat 20.
Okay, what about for your familiar? Or not for your familiar, but
Yeah,
your summon
so-
creature. Gotta roll for it
That's
too.
27 for me. Oh, you are correct.
Unfortunately, Wilcuff gets
Cool.
hit.
No.
Oh, God.
Only 15 for butterfly.
That fails to save. It loses an action. Wilcuff loses an action. Your butterfly takes 9 points. And Wilcuff takes 12. And you both lose an action.
Oh.
All right. With that said, that is the eye and Georgia. That takes us to Burke in the water below. The goat even
Yeah.
reached for you to grab you as you were flying below. Like he tried to stave you. Now you're in this sludgy water. There's an exit that goes west out of it. It's like a small tunnel, maybe like head height. The water's up to your waist, and you feel a thicker liquid slowly forming around your feet.
And there's a guy above your head.
And there's someone climbing.
How-
It looks like rope.
How far down is this? Again?
20 foot.
20 foot. All right.
10 on impact because you're
Um,
landing in water instead of the distance.
All right. I have a question for you, sort of a judgment rule.
Sure.
I have this ability to make metal items,
Okay.
but it is limited by bulk.
Okay.
There is an item I could make
Okay.
that is 1 bulk, which is my limit.
Okay. But
And that's for carrying. But when it's unfolded, it's 3 bulk. Would you consider that 3?
what
Or
I mean,
one.
I would have to know what the
I'm
item
making,
is.
It's a folding ladder.
It's 1 bulk because so it's not a weight thing, but it's a material amount of material that you're making.
It's it's like
It
like I
becomes
can
3
create a
bulk
bulk's
because of
worth
the
stuff,
size of it, I'm assuming.
because of the unwieldiness.
I would say no, you could make it because it's only really 1 bulk of material. It's just because it's unruly when you unfold it.
Gotcha.
1 to
Alright,
3,
that's
like
what I-
that, that's what
Oh,
makes
I
sense
did-
to me.
I didn't want to try to.
It's
pull
good.
that.
It's good
So
style.
I will.
Fucking
I'll
make
drop
it.
the shield for now because I'm going to need 2 hands. And then I use my Flash Forge ability and I create this folded ladder in my hands, and then I'll I'll take an action to unfold it.
Does a Home Depot
get ready.
commercial start? Like,
It's only 10 feet tall, but it's half the way there. You know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah. So how many actions is that?
2 actions to create it. I'm
is there
assuming 1 to unfold it.
is there anything that can you raise or heighten the ability on it?
Not at this level.
Well,
I
sir,
can,
you do know
do
about ley
more
lines,
later.
and I will tell you there is definitely been ley lines in the area. You could spend an extra action to try to channel and raise the level of your casting, but it is dangerous.
Oh, it does not enhance.
All right, well then
beyond
never mind.
1
There's
ball.
nothing you can do. All right, 10 foot.
All right.
You unfold it, boop, put it against it.
All right.
But that
That's
means that
my
you're
turn, then.
still in the liquid, right? And you haven't moved.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, I need to get the lovely creature. Where are you at?
There is a magic item I will be making in the future that I have a formula for now. We got last time, but I haven't had a chance to make it. But it would do something similar. It would be a lot more efficient right now.
Yeah, right. Let me grab. Where are you at? There we go. No, I need to know if they changed it. They did not. They did not change it. Okay. The thing moving around you, you feel things wrap around you. It is moving in the liquid, but it's hard to see because it's dark down here unless you have a way to see in the dark. I need you to give me a fortitude save.
No problem. 26.
26. That's really good. As the stone ripples underneath and around on the walls, this creature starts to try to envelop you. It looks like stone at first that is moving, but it quickly becomes a thick, like gelatinous liquid. I did not consume you. Any other things
Well,
for
that's
you?
good. No.
All right. With that, the goat's gonna go. I'm gonna swing at this once. Misses. Natural 20. He crits the flesh creature. That is enough to put it down. I think Maria is out of the distance for this thing as it explodes from the gut out. And this disgusting demise, it hits. Oh no, it's a 30-foot emanation. An emanation is from it. So
Does it go through the wall?
it just fills a 30-foot area. It's not a line of sight. It's a radius. So I need everyone within 30 foot of that creature to give me a fortitude save. Georgia, that would be you as well.
Oh crap! Am I gonna get hit?
No, you are still down 10 foot. You are safe.
Oh, I am. Oh, I am technically safe. Yes.
And then nothing happens to my big guy either because of what it is.
I got a 21.
You're good? Georgia? 24?
24.
24, you are good as well. As it explodes and ruptures. Oh, no, you make it. You're not good. Acid fills the area in a cloud. The both of you would take 2 points of damage for half, because I only rolled 4.
Acid, you said.
Acid damage, yep. If you would have failed, you would have become sickened from the smell. No one failed that roll, unfortunately. Let's roll for the goat. The goat fails. I take the full 4. And he is sickened. The goat's like... as the skin is stretching from the woman's face over it. That takes us to Maria.
All right, I'm gonna raise my shield again.
Yep.
And then, because it's within my 10 foot, I'm just gonna try and whip it good.
Yep. And we do have a critical card available, max crit. So if you do hit, you can turn it into a crit.
That was a miss, so I'm gonna do my second attack with the penalty.
Yep.
All these dice are going to jail.
Well, I mean, you have had like 4 shows in a row where 20 is the only number that Maria has
I
ever
know.
seen.
I know.
Go ahead, Adam. I know you want to sing it.
The dice give and the dice take away.
20 is the loneliest number that you ever seen.
Okay. That is a... It's probably gonna miss. That's a 21.
It does miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
Its hide is just thick. It is wounded. It does seem to be repairing itself, but very slowly. That would take us to Will. Will Cup is going to swing once with the bonus, twice. Nope. 3rd time's a charm with my sneak attack this time. That is enough to take the eye out of the picture. As the eye gets punctured through, it falls to the ground and slowly starts to almost like deflate, I would say, on the ground. It takes us to the top of the list, and our organ climber, that sounds sexual, but I don't mean it that way.
Wow.
What would you like to do? Why does Stardrew's stuff keep getting retracted? I don't know, Stardrew, are you doing that?
Put me in the chat.
Yeah. I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it either.
I did nothing.
Znasizlavaski.
So I'm what? I could use an action.
Can you
just
get
to
up there? Yep, within
I'll get
range.
the lift in, right? Yep. So I'm gonna. I climb up as I get to the very top of it.
Okay.
I'm just like, you dad son of a, and I look down and like my knuckles and everything are bloody. So I just like reach kind of like my hand up, and you see like the skin start to split more, like on my knuckles, and you just see like shards of bone come shooting out. I need a reflex save from your big ugly creature.
Well, reflex save for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's my worst one.
Good. Hope so.
But that was a 22.
22. All right, you pass, so you're only gonna take half damage.
Yes, that makes me happy.
So 6 points as some bones, knuckle bones.
You get a kick in the back of its weird-looking reverse-legged calf in this tripod build. You get a few hits in on it. Any other actions for you?
No, because that's a 2-action spell, and I use 1 action to climb up.
So you're hanging on it at its foot. All right. Perfect. That's what I wanted to know. Burke, you see this person fighting against it? He's really trying. That would take it to me. I am going to bite at you because you're close. It turns and bites down. I hit a 34 on Crow.
Yeah, that's another critical hit.
Perfect. Bites do a lot more damage. So that's a 12 to start.
I'm trying, guys.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25 points of piercing damage.
And you see that happen, and you see his rope, the intestine, it just like disintegrates as he just falls into the water.
Burke, he falls past you, splashes in. You feel that stuff that's around your foot fan a little bit as it starts to move towards it as well. And it's behind you, but it looks like a stone wall, but coming kind of like out of the wall. And it's moving towards him as well. I will need you to make me a fortitude save since I bit you.
Oh, yeah. Really quick too, if you get knocked down in PF2, you get knocked down to 0 by a critical hit and you critically fail, or by a critical hit, does that takes me
so
down
you
2
won't make a
spots,
save.
right?
First off, you fell. You immediately take a death because you fell and took damage on the fall.
That's right. Okay.
So you immediately got 1 marked off, and then the next round you will start making your saves. Actually,
Right.
taking damage when you're down is considered a crit. He takes 2, doesn't he? From the fall.
No, well,
You knocked, yeah, it knocked me to 0 on the hit,
And then you fell, but you fell in the water, and that was 20 foot minus 10. That's still damage at 0.
But if I go to 0 from a crit hit, from a critical hit,
Mhm.
does that count as 2?
No.
That does count as 2.
Oh, it does?
Yeah,
I think it
if
does,
the
yeah.
crit putting you to 0, that's you're dying 2.
Dying 2,
And then
I
every
hit,
hit
and I took
after that is
damage hit the
one
1.
more
So he
die.
falls and he goes to 3.
Yes.
And you don't have hero points.
I love this game.
So are you?
Fortitude save is a 27.
Can you stabilize at 3? I thought 3 was just you're dead.
No, 4 is your dead.
Oh. So on your turn, you'll stabilize until the creature that's surrounding you to eat you.
I have to roll to stabilize, though. I have to make my final death save.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. So next 2 attacks, I'm going to hit one at Maria. 21, Maria.
No, because I have my shield raised.
All right, swing and a miss. Boom, crushes the ground. And I'm going to do my last swing on you as well because you only went in reach. That's a good roll, but it's my last attack, so the penalty's bad. I don't have the -1 anymore because you're at the bottom of the pit pool. So 17, 24.
That hits.
All right, it's just a slam. I can grab you, but I can't move you because I'm out of... Oh, no, I apologize. I can't hit you. I am -1 action.
Oh, that's okay. That's right.
I'm done.
Okay.
It is now Georgia's turn, or not Georgia's turn, Burke's turn. No, Georgia. I did that right. Georgia's turn. Georgia's turn.
Okay, yes.
Odiog and then Georgia.
So we're gonna go ahead and move our elemental. Its fly speed of 40 feet, putting it right over here.
I've not done attack opportunity, so I'm taking one on it as it flies in.
Okay.
19.
19 hits.
I hit for 12 points.
Cool. Bye, buddy.
Oh, no. I got you for second
Bye,
time
buddy.
it's been bitch slapped and just disposed
Yeah.
of.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
Okay. What about you?
Cool. So,
That was your action to give
yeah,
it to, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you got 2
so what
left.
I'm gonna do is we are gonna go on ahead and yeah, that feels good. That feels good. Within 30 feet.
Okay.
Awesome.
I just read what Todd put in chat.
Yep.
That guy's got guts. God damn it, Todd. Oh, sorry, Allie. Go ahead. I was distracted.
No,
Is
that's
your head?
that's
Red
fine.
dots?
That's fine. So, Georgia's gonna go ahead and we're gonna cast Electric Arc.
Okay.
First target is going to be this guy over here, but
Yeah.
it leaps from one target to another.
Is it
So
the
the
next
second target-
closest? Like,
Nope.
can it go that far?
Yep,
They both have to be within 30 feet of.
Oh, that's easy. Okay, what's my save?
which they are. That's gonna be a reflex. And
the
yeah.
big guy only got a 13.
That's a no.
The other guy critically failed. Oh no, he's dead. He exploded.
say.
Actually, he's dead.
Oh, okay.
He exploded
okay.
in an acid gas. I just had him there to mark that his body was there, but he's dead.
Oh, beautiful. Never mind. Ha ha ha. Then whatever. One
But it hits
target.
him. What's my damage?
Cool. Let me roll that up. I need to organize my dice better.
I mean, you could just keep using the same dice.
I could. That's 4 points of electricity.
Okay, I take the 4. I'm not looking good again. That is you. The eye is gone. That takes us to Burke now. Burke, you see a guy fall past you. Something's trying to grab you. You got a ladder up.
So after reading the whole thing, not just the part I like, to unfold the ladder is 2 interact actions, but they don't have to be consecutive. So I didn't have to do
So
them
you
on the
fold
same
it
turn.
once and then
So
you
I did
fold
the
this-
one. First action of this turn, I unfold it and finish it,
Sure.
and now I will climb that ladder.
Are you climbing even with that thing next to you two? Are you willing to risk that?
Yeah, because I don't really have anything I can do. I mean, all it's done so far is like try to
Grapple
around my
grab you?
feet,
Yep,
right?
yep. Oh,
So-
yeah, kind of.
if I get up and away from it, it might help a little bit.
Would you say that ladder is made of metals?
Yes, all I can make is metal items.
The pseudopods on this thing grow out of this clear bluish thing, and they start trying to grab the ladder, and you see it start to tarnish the ladder immediately.
Oh,
The ladder, if it has hit points, because it immediately touches this, it is 10 bludgeoning to the ladder and 9 acid to the ladder.
I'm just gonna say it's gone. I don't think
So is it
anything has that many
melts it?
hit points.
That's one attack. My next question would be is, do you have any metal on you?
I am surrounded by metal armor that I summoned myself. So
It would try to swing at
No?
you then with my second attack, but I can't consume that as easily. I don't think a 14 hits you. And then with my third action, I will continue. I will swing again because I can't consume him right now. A 19 for my third attack. Pretty good roll on that one.
no, my shield's not raised, but that still doesn't hit.
All right, that's
I
all
got
my
my shield and
attacks.
disintegrated.
I tried. Burke, your thing
Right.
melts. You have 2 actions left. What would you like to do? It reacts to the tremor sense, so I moved on your turn.
Ah, I see. Okay, so metal stuff's not going to help me. That cuts off half of what I can do.
You can still use metal against it. I mean, it's not like you can't use it.
Yeah. Does it seem like it is a single creature, or is it just like an environmental...
One creature, just large.
One creature?
I will get you a piece of art here in
Then-
just a minute.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I guess I'll have to do some damage. Let me make a... let me try to make a check to see what this is. How about that?
Ooh, okay. It would fall... hold on here. I will tell you what it falls under. I believe if I remember correctly, it is occult or a knowledge for this kind of stuff.
Cultism, I am trained. That's 19.
19. Is that enough? You don't have a specific lore. You have no idea what this thing is.
Oh, okay. All right. I have no idea. So it was an action to finish the ladder that immediately got eaten, and then I learned that I know nothing of this.
You know nothing about what it is. You have an action left, though.
So I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, hey! Because I have a new ability at 4th, I forget to use it. At the start of its turn, every turn, it'll take 2 fire damage. I forgot it. My aura's...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Well, I don't like
then I will just do a standard impulse attack, which is I'll make another random weapon roll. What am I hitting with it now? A club. I'll make a little metal baton and
that. Okay, well, I'm going
this is
to... It's okay.
21 to hit.
A 21 to hit. Okay. I would love to tell you that you were successful. But a 21 is... Oh, no, that is good enough. Wow, that's a really shitty AC on this.
If it's a news, they usually do.
Yeah, no, you are...
So
For the audience to see it, let me put it on map as well. I just put creature, so there's no name on what it is yet. It looks like this.
9 bludgeoning.
9 bludgeoning.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh.
Okay. You hit it. It's like... This thing is got a odd reaction when you hit it, as the like gelatinous body on it solidifies to metal and makes a clang when you impact it.
Is he gonna ask me if I know where John Connor is?
No, it won't. It will not do that. You did hit. I did take some damage, but it was not a lot. Any more actions for you?
No, that was it. That was all.
All right, so that was Burke. That takes us to the goat. The goat with acid. He's gonna charge and attack this thing with Maria, thinking that he's part of the team. He's gonna take a swing because I already did a reaction earlier, so I'm out of reaction. I do not hit. I do hit that time. And I do 5 points of damage to it. Hey, he'll take it. He'll take it. It's not great. Maria, what would you like to do? He runs in and bashes this creature, but that does count towards the total because he was successful. We are now at 7 of 8.
Okay. I'm going to raise my buckler again to try and deflect the pods lashing out.
Yeah.
Is this creature large?
It is large.
So it's only one size larger than me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, they're only large.
I don't know if this makes any sense. Can I try and, like, use my whip to try and trip it?
You can try, but I will tell you, you see it has 3 legs.
Okay.
It would be difficult. Not impossible, just difficult.
Well, I would make an athletics check against the target's reflex DC.
Up to you.
If I succeed, then it's... Yeah, I'll try it.
All right. No, I wish somebody would have played one of the new maneuver cards for you. Because a failure is a success. I don't know if anyone got one yet, though.
That's a 25.
A 25 versus mine. Ooh, that might make it. Yeah, that makes it.
Okay.
It's success. It's not a critical success, but it is a success.
Well, so the target falls and lands prone. So now it's off guard.
So its legs fall out.
Yep.
And it kind of topples a little bit. Yeah.
Right, topples on the ground, and then I'm going to use my second attack, which will have the penalty, but then I also get...
Is raising your shield a free action for you?
No, but I've only done 2 actions. Raise the shield and then trip.
I'm just asking if it is. I don't know if you had feats. Right.
No. So now I'll try and attack it.
I might die here.
No, it's not prone on the ground.
I might die.
Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna hit. That's a 23. So it's an 18 to hit. But it is off guard.
Even with the off guard, its hide is just so rubbery and not bouncing through it. Tempting it again?
No, I'm all done.
All right, that's Maria's. The case of Willcuff. Willcuff is going to sprint down this way next to Maria. He goes, "Is the fucking goat on our team now?" As he like runs by you. I stab and bounce off the hide. That was 2 actions to get there. That is my actions. The flesh creature is gone. With the explosion, the area behind the goat where that crack in the wall was the person slithered through, you see it start to and slide open to the south. When it slides open, let me add tokens to the map. You see 2 people, semi-rotten looking, begin to make their way out of that passage. They have no actions left. They look like they are cultists to Golthok. They have that similar look to the monk guy that you all dealt with in the valley, but they're really kind of withered looking. They're wearing the white and brown robes. They have that black mold all over them, and they open the door and walk in. That was all 3 of my actions at the end of the round. That takes us to the guy who's bleeding out and dying on the ground. Would you like to roll it, or do you want the audience to roll it for you?
Audience, why don't you roll it? See how I...
Give me a D20 roll, audience, because if it's failed, this is the death of Adam's character. Adam, feel free to send me another piece of art for your new character. If the goat knew you, he would help you.
But it's a
D20 roll.
Uh-oh. Oh, there they come. Oh!
Natural.
Beautiful.
20. That means you are up with 1 hit point. You are wounded 1, though.
Uh-huh.
Right? Because he went down 1 to get back up. Punch me, clown rules. Wounded 1. Or is it 2? Because it was a crit.
If I get up from dying 3, I think I get up to wounded.
It was wounded 1, I think. I think it's still wounded 1. I think next time it would be wounded 2. Time after that would be wounded 3. I'm pretty sure. But regardless, you got 1 hit point laying on the ground in ooze, and now you can see this like wave of ooze as pieces, as like rock is falling, pieces of this ooze solidify to metal, and you hear clang, clang, and then like a reverberation through the ooze.
Oh, actually, a critical success means that his dying value is reduced by 2.
Oh,
So
it's no longer 1
he's
anymore?
still dying
He's
1.
still dying
Still
1.
dying one.
I thought they got up with 1 hit point. That's
No,
5e rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's still down. You're alive. Good on you. Don't worry. I'll finish you off before this. Don't worry. We only want 1 person around here. That's Clem. The OTR goes. I am prone. I am down in action. You successfully trip me. I have to make a reflex save, or the next person who attacks me, yeah, you get 2d6 additional damage on him. Whoever hits him, I failed my save. My action goes away, though. I have all 3 now. I am going to use 1 to stand up.
Get my attack of opportunity.
Yep. Take your attack opportunity.
That's a 22.
22 does hit me.
Okay.
Jesus, buddy.
All right.
Would you like to use the max crit card?
Let's see. So I get the. Let me take a look at the tactics real quick. So I get the
You
extra.
get additional 2d6 right now. Yep, for 1 round, because I failed my save. Anyone attacking him will get 2d6 this round, because I failed my reflex save.
All right. So I'm at.
I got a 14 out of the 18 needed.
It's 11.
I live! That's right.
Okay. That's 4. And then that's 4. I didn't really do that much. 19 points.
19 points. When you hit this thing, it's enough to rip a hole in it. Inside,
Okay.
it's like cutting open a fish, and you see bodies start to slide out of the inside of this thing and hit the ground. When they do, they have like the slug tails. They look like smaller versions of those slug people that slide out onto the ground and start flopping about as it falls backwards into the pit.
Shit.
Because I would like to move it and point out that he was standing on the edge of that pit. And he slides back and falls. I think it is only fair for me to say, Adam, evens or odds?
Odds.
Evens. I miss you. Ploosh, next to you, the wave of water covers all of you. Adam, while you did make your save, you are in waist deep water. Let's hope you don't drown during all this. That is Maria. Maria, you got any actions left? You fucking killed this son
That
of a
was
bitch.
my attack of opportunity.
Oh, that was. Damn, I'm dead. So let me put the 3 tiny, creepy little shit bags on the ground.
Little slug babies.
Little slug babies. That is a pool of 3 of them. Right there. Come on, come up. There you go. That's 3 of them. 3 slug babies. They're moving around. They haven't done anything. They fall in front of Wilco. He's like, oh my god, and like acid kind of falls out of its body, but you're all 5 foot away, so I don't get you with the acid from this thing as it falls backwards. Then that would be Georgia. Big guy's done.
Beautiful. So I'm
just huffing and puffing.
Gone,
Right?
I look over and I see these cultists.
Mm-hmm.
Do they look? No, they're not friendly. Let's be real.
They're dressed like the people who are upstairs. They are coming out. They have not said anything yet because the door just opened. But that's pretty much all I can say about them, other than they look like the cultists from upstairs. And there was a loud explosion, so
Okay.
it's not like you didn't alert the entire premise.
Yeah. You know what? I think Georgia is going to go ahead and look over at Maria and kind of point around the corner and just go, them too?
We gotta buy Burke some time to get up.
Them
You guys
too.
don't even know what has going on down there.
No, we don't.
Yep.
Like, we need to buy some time so we can try and get Burke out. Like,
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
because we don't know what's going on
Alrighty.
down there.
Yeah, and the random sacrifice
So,
that showed up too.
She is going to grab a little pebble
Okay.
out of her pouch.
There's
and
plenty of
kinda
pebbles
toss
around
it.
here. You could just grab one off the ground, or the ones falling from the ceiling from the 10d6 crit explosion.
That works too. Honestly, I feel like she very well could like pick up the pebble and then just kind of slam her fist onto the wall. I'm going to do a 15-foot cone of bubbling rubble.
Okay.
So that is going to go and spray the two cultists. So
Okay.
that's spray of rocks. Heavy rocks flies through the air in front of you. The rubble deals 2d4 to each creature
Oh, okay.
in the area. So they're going to need to do a quick reflex.
All right. I will make my reflexes. A 12 and a 20.
20's
Okay.
20 meets it.
Okay. Cool. Give me the damage for the first one.
Cool.
And I have
that's gonna be
a question for you afterwards.
okay. Big damage. That's five points of damage for the.
And then
pummel
half for the
rebel.
other one. Does it say for half?
Doubled. For a failure, that's a failure.
I made a success.
No, that's a success. Success. That's what I mean. Yeah, half damage for the failure. They're also going to be pushed 5 feet away.
Oh, all right. I'm moving 5 foot back. That is kind of important. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you want the audience to roll the D20 timer after the 5 rounds of combat that we've had before this floor starts to collapse, or do you want to do it?
I don't want to take that responsibility.
Okay. Would you do it for a hero point?
Yep, let's go.
Yeah, I'm not offering that. I
Instead of
lied.
D20?
Give me a D20 roll, audience. She's like, of course I would take that responsibility for a hero point.
Yeah.
Give me a D20 roll, audience. That is how many rounds in total. We have currently spent 5. If we roll 5 or lower, I will need somebody in the group that will be making... We have 1 round left till this place starts collapsing. The way that works, so that the group knows and so the audience knows, as this place is shaking and the foundation is giving way, because this place is pretty destroyed, at the end of every round, the group, anyone who's on this floor for right now, will be making a reflex save. The DC is a 15, which is pretty low, or you take 2d6 debris from falling. If you critically fail, you are pinned. As a heads up for the environmental situation. So, with that said, we have 1 round left until that happens. It'll be at the end of next round, not this round, the end of next round, because we're in 5 right now. That was Georgia. Is there any other actions for you after doing that? Because you got 1 left, right?
Now I moved up and I
Oh,
used
you
2 for
moved.
pummeling rebel.
Okay, then that takes us to Burke. Burke, what would you like to do? The creature has not attacked again. It has started to try to consume the guy floating in the water. First, by grabbing his chain.
And the spawn of Golthok didn't land on
hit-
me, just this.
It hit the water and kind of like sent a wave out.
Right.
And there is a tunnel past that creature to the west, over here.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to I'm going to spend 1 action to return make a new shield in my
Okay.
arm, and I'm going to raise that shield as my second action, and I'm going to move to that space to
You're moving around it.
yeah.
When you move by it, because I've needed movement, I'm gonna make an attack on you. Does a 24 hit you? It's a pretty good roll.
By 1, yeah.
When I hit
With
you,
shield.
thunk, with a pseudopod, I now know where you are. The damage is, it hurts. Well, not that bad. 9 bludgeoning and 4 acid damage.
9 bludgeoning. I'm going to shield block,
Okay.
and I'll reduce that by 6.
Okay. And 4 acid.
Then 4 acid and another 3.
That was my reaction. I hit, and I know where you are now. Do you continue running down the tunnel?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of it. Like this is
Can you move at
gonna
least 60 foot?
not right now.
So
I can only do
30.
25.
There is some light at the end of this tunnel you can see through the mold that has grown over top, over the bars at the end, and you can see an exit out of this place where the sludge is like pouring out. But there are metal bars at the end. You definitely have to find a way to open it or bypass it or destroy it to get out. You don't see any other side tunnels. It looks like it's drainage. Probably from the mountain because of the snow. How far down the hall
Probably
can you
not-
make it?
Well, I would have gone, let's see, where I was, 5, 10, 15. I can do another 2 squares.
Mhm.
And if I see that it's like a long tunnel with a grating, next turn I'm probably going to turn around and come back because I don't want to get too far from my allies. I thought maybe there might be a stairwell up here or ladder or something.
Oh, it looks like it probably goes out the back of the
a gamble.
plateau. Like you can see like some sky back there, but you'd have to be closer. It's hard to see through all the mold.
Okay.
That is your actions. Are you all done then?
Yeah, that's all 3.
All right. With that, the lovely new goat companion. He sees what's going on. Sees that one of the companions ran by. He would turn and ask Maria, the man who fell, he friend?
Yes.
I will jump and climb down the wall. With that, I don't touch the water. I slide down the wall because remember they have a climb speed.
Yep.
And he pulls the hand out, like flips it up with his action, and taps Crow. Crow, you're pretty wounded. I am going to spend 4 of the fingers. You hear 4 fingers snap and break as you are waking up. I'm going to heal you for 4 fingers. I think it is a D8 each. Audience, can I get 4 D8? They'll probably have to be rolled individually. I don't think I have a 48 command. This is how much Crow will heal. As the fingers snap and he heals you with whatever this hand is that he's carrying from the relic. The sweet irony of it. You will be alive. Those are all the goat's actions. And then that would take us to Maria.
So we've got these.
They're flopping around on the ground, but they're not getting up or moving.
Are they like human size?
No, they're small. They're maybe like 2 foot.
You know what? Can't
Wilcox
suffer
getting ready to
cryptid-
stomp.
Can't suffer a cryptid to live, so I'm going to, and I don't even know if they're cryptids. I don't know what they are, but no, they're not growing up. They don't get to grow up.
You don't get to, you don't get to grow up. You're not going to be a Toys R Us kid. Get the fuck out of here.
Correct.
Okay.
One action to just exploit vulnerability, see what
Yep.
these things are.
They,
so I couldn't make it
they're
on
like
the
a
last guy.
swarm, so you know. Just they're like a group of 3. That's what that token represents.
Okay.
17 total from the chat.
All right, 17 healing, buddy.
That's a dirty 20 for my exploit vulnerability, esoteric lore.
They're the same things as before. They're just
Things.
smaller versions of them.
Right, so they don't have any weaknesses or anything like that.
No, there's no weaknesses for them.
Okay. But then I can use my personal anathema against them, and it's just going to be, again, it's just going to be the gibbering mouther hands like pulling the dirt and trying to devour it as I
Yep.
try and whip at them.
Rip and tear, baby. Rip and tear.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. That's a 9. That's a 29
Damage?
to hit.
Oh, to hit. Oh, yeah, that's a crit. Hands down.
Okay. So
Way over.
then we know that the personal antithesis does not crit, but everything else does. That's going to be 8 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3.
Trying.
That's going to be
Toughest fight so far, I think, actually.
plus 30 points of damage.
Oh, they're dead. As they splatter, there is this black mold that leaks out of them instead of blood. And you see 3 beating hearts covered in mold, like made of this moss and mold.
Okay.
The creatures just kind of like fall and they don't even stay together. It almost looks like ripping of like leather or fabric. Like they're not whole
So-
creatures.
My last, because that was that was the exploit vulnerability attack.
Mhm,
My
mhm.
third action, I'm going to roll esoteric lore again to recall knowledge with the -2 because potentially with the -2 because I don't know if these hearts are like cursed
Okay.
or anything.
If you want knowledge on them, you could do that. Specific knowledges that will make the DC easier are occult or religion. Just because the DC would be lower because they're specifics. Or
Well, I
a
don't
lore specifically on Golthok would also count.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. With the way that, unfortunately, with how my stuff is set up right now, esoteric lore, even with the -2, it's
That's
still
fine.
going to be better.
Just wanted to give you the options. What you got?
It's going to be a natural 1. So,
I get to give
You
you
know
two
what?
pieces of information, right? Oh, you
no,
spend a
because
patch.
it's a critical fail. It's
Oh,
a critical
that's
fail, so I don't get anything.
Spend a patch,
I'm out of patches. I have to let it ride.
or you can superstition.
Let's see. You know what? Because I already said it. I guess
Teammates
we'll
can't
just-
give each other patches. Nice try,
No.
Allie. I knew
What I
you
was
were
saying. What I was saying.
doing. Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
Okay. Because I are, or that's my anathema. Okay, let's see. Okay.
She's looking
Georgia,
through.
is
She's like,
it-
what can I use?
No. Georgia, is it safe to say that like when you give us stuff, sometimes there's like pine needles or whatever attached to it because you're from the
Circle of Pine.
Okay. One of my superstitions is prick your palm with a pine needle hard enough to draw blood in order to curse your target.
Okay.
I am from the Never Never.
Yep,
so
oh, I know.
I'm like, fuck, I like take one of the pine needles, I like jab it in my hand hard enough, I'll take a point of health damage, whatever.
One, yeah, sure. I think you at least have to take one.
Yeah. And I'm like cursing the hearts in front of me as I try and figure out what they are, because I'm like trying to figure out what curse would be best.
Yeah, you just start slamming, like saying something, and I'm assuming your native tongue.
Yeah.
Which is it Elven or Sylvan for you?
It's well in a path builder I picked Fae.
So it's your choice. You could do Elven, like High Court Elven. You could have regular Elven. You could do Sylvan.
High Court Elven.
I'm fine with everyone. Okay, so you start saying something to High Court Elven. Great,
Yeah.
great. Will Cuff immediately looks away from you when you do it.
And that is a 21, which is much better than my 1.
All right. The hearts you're guessing are the representation of faith to Golthok. Touching them would be very dangerous.
Okay.
Destroying them is feasible, but touching them would be dangerous. You basically took the remnants of the Keeper. When you killed the Avatar, the remnants of the Keeper are in front of you.
Okay. So then as my free action, I'm like, don't touch those. Those are the remnants of Golthok's power. Maybe we can destroy them, but touching them is going to be very dangerous.
Will Cuff goes, wasn't on my agenda. And he runs and jumps down as well into the pit and does the hand with the strings that float down. He's like, Burke! Burke! As he's yelling, because he has no idea who this guy is. When he
Back
lands,
here.
he sees the creature in front. I'm going to make a knowledge check. That's pretty good. Do I... he would turn and look to the goat, not say anything to him, look at the guy on the ground, and he would kind of like look through the transparence of the creature at you, and he goes, we need to go. Now.
All right.
And he's going to move by, I'm going to tumble through, and I'm going to run with you this way as the place is collapsing.
Oh. All right.
He's like, is this the quickest way out? The light at the end, is it the way out?
I have no idea. My first time here too.
Fuck me, man. And he like pulls TNT out of his chest with my
I was
last
about
action.
to go back, but
Well,
you've
not
got
the,
the
no,
key
no,
right
that,
there in your hand.
That's a vault breaker ooze. We ain't touching that.
Does everyone else know we're going this way?
I mean, I jumped down here. They'll figure it out, right? Right?
Right.
Come on, man. Right? They'll figure it out, right?
They're pretty smart. They'll get
Worse
it.
shoulder to lean on. Yeah, sure. Maybe. It's the
Maria,
world's collapsing.
Georgia, if you can hear this,
There
we're
we
getting
go.
out.
Thank
Okay,
you.
that's what I want her to know. That was Will. At the end of this round, you all start to see rocks falling in bigger pieces now. The two people who are walking out, when it starts to collapse, they turn around and leave immediately. And you see the door, the wall start to slide back to closed.
Nope, above my pay grade.
They're kind of, yeah, they're fleeing. Morale as they're fleeing. That takes us to the top of the list. I would like to ask, Adam, would you like to use one of our medicine cards to get an extra D8 of healing?
Yes, please.
All right, roll yourself a D8. That's medical science. We'll use that from serving hands. You are alive. The goat is above you, holding the hand. The fingers are like broken and twisted in odd sections. There's only the pinky left on it that isn't broken.
Good. Oh, thank you for that card. I got 1 hit point back
Cool.
from it.
You are alive. There is this weird ooze behind you. The goat has got his other hand out to help you up, and it's like, it's humanish, but it's like stitched together skin, like around the elbow, stitches around the bicep. Its face is a goat face, but it's got the stretched skin over it.
Does the skin look familiar at all?
Yes, it would be the person, not the one you're helping, but the other one. The sibling.
Yes.
Let's go. Run that way. Run.
Yes, I'm going to need that from you when we get out of here. And I point to that arm.
The hand dang like he's holding. He goes, no, healing.
Eventually, I'm gonna get it from you and your face. And then I'll turn and I'll start running after the rest of them too.
No, you're not. Not when you said that. I would like to know your
He heals
fortitude
and he
DC.
harms.
I am going to shove you into the ooze.
See,
My fortitude?
when the goat hopped down and he was like, "Is that your friend?" I thought he was talking about Burke.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't know. I need your fortitude DC. It's 10 plus your fort save.
19.
Actually, you know what? I want the audience to roll this. Give me a D20 roll. We have a plus 11 to athletics. Plus 11 to athletics. What could go wrong? The goat looks at you and like, he's smiling and it's an odd grin because it's stretched and it stops smiling and you see it blink and you see the weird goat eyes and his arm kind of stretches and you hear a grinding noise like someone grinding their teeth. That's a 19. He goes, no. And his arm stretches and pushes you in to the ooze.
Yeah, I totally misunderstood, which makes sense. It's the heat of battle.
Yep. It's perfect. And he's not smart.
Right.
Really? Wait, really?
Yeah, really. So I would like to tell you what happens when you're pushed into it. Adam, you're healed. What is your character's name before he dies here?
My character's name before he dies?
Yeah, what is his
Play
name?
This card, protect the goat.
Crow.
Crow? Okay. Crow, when you get shoved into it, you see the pseudopods that are on it turn into handsaws and picks. Like tools for like opening things. When engulfed, you immediately take 2d8 plus 9 acid. 4. Could have been worse. 16 points of acid damage. To get out, you can try escape DCs or you can do enough damage to rupture it. It is your turn. You should have been nice to the goat. What would you like to do? Stuck in this weird, oozy, and it's hard to get out of. You see when you get shoved through, some of the gel around it turns to metal. It's transparent, but it is solid. The hard part is finding a gap that isn't solid.
Can I notice I can cast spells in here at all?
If there's verbal components, you absolutely cannot.
I absolutely cannot.
Because you are engulfed. Oh, I should move my goat. I push him in and I act like absolutely nothing happened.
Oh, and he moved away?
Yeah, absolutely. He looks to Burke, he goes, bad guy. Evil. And you hear of like teeth in him as he's walking near you. For those who don't know, the Golthok are filled with teeth. So, the Galafel, yeah. Galafel, sorry. Not Golthok, Galafel. Adam, you got 3 actions, buddy. What does the crow do?
I guess I'll try to make my way out. That's the best I got.
Would you like to try to do damage? Or would you like to try to escape?
I don't have anything really.
Escape can be acrobatics or athletics.
Acrobatics or athletics. Acrobatics. Let's try that. See what we do. That is a 25.
Are you good with that number?
That's the best I got.
As he shoves you through, with the momentum, I will tell you, you beat it by 2. And you can pop out the other side if you would like.
Okay.
That he's like, bad guy, and you, Burke, you would see him out the other side.
So
You
am I
have-
on the same? Am I on the same side as them?
You sure are, and you have 2 actions left. I did not expect that. Was not what I was aiming for.
Oh no! Dang it! I can't do that one.
I really was hoping to
two
just engulf him and
2 actions. I'm gonna run forward and I'm gonna try to latch the goat around the hand, and I want to try to pull that hand away from him. I'm screaming, "That is not yours!
Are you attacking the Galafel?
Foul creature!" Yes, I'm going after the goat who pushed me.
All right, so 1 action to move forward, 1 action to swing.
That's a 13.
You swing, you hit the skin, and he's wearing armor, and he's got a adventurer's backpack on. He's kind of kitted out. But when you hit him, it like sinks in. You hear the crunching of teeth, and the head turns unnaturally, and you hear the grinding as the face turns and looks at you, and its mouth opens. It is you see hands inside, like in the mouth, like guy not hands, hoofs, goat hoofs inside the mouth. I don't get to go though. I'm not dead, and you did not do damage to me.
Did not do damage.
13 is not good, buddy.
No, of course.
Georgia, back upstairs. Beating hearts. Door
Yep,
closes.
because of,
Ceiling's collapsing.
Georgia's gonna turn to Marie and just go, I think we need to go ahead and follow them and get out of here. Do we leave the hearts?
I mean, really, the timer is the ceiling starts to collapse at the end of this round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's risky. The damage isn't risky, but getting pinned is. But damage is
Yeah.
risky too.
I will use 1 action to just shove an arrow through one.
Shove an arrow through what? Like walk over and stab it?
What, through one of the hearts?
Yeah.
Are you gonna walk over to it? Or are you shooting it?
No, I should just shoot it. I'll just shoot it, yeah. I already had my bow, so.
Alright. That's good. I'm glad you didn't walk up next to it.
Cool.
That would have been very shitty for you. Give me a roll to hit. They are tiny, but the AC is not that high.
Well, that's not that good. So that is going to be That's a 12 to hit, so I'm going to go ahead and use my patch.
There you go. Patch it up.
That's way better. That's a 19 on the dice, so that is going to be a 20.
It hits.
7.
It hits.
Cool.
Immediately, anyone within a 10-foot radius needs to make me a reflex save as these mossy tendrils explode from the heart, grabbing for the nearest living creatures. Yeah, I guess you're the only one
None
looking
of us
at
are
it.
in range, right?
That is true. No, it's just her. I mean, you didn't know this was going to happen. It explodes, and you see these mossy pieces burst out.
I got 24.
You dodge them.
Okay.
They rip and they pull it back in. You see them undulate and like expand a little bit and go back down like a big heartbeat. And it has an arrow stuck in it.
Does it look like it took any damage or anything?
It's not bleeding or anything, but it definitely seemed to react to the damage. What is the damage that you gave me?
That is going to be 6.
Okay.
I was distracted by the reflex save.
You have 2 actions left. What would you like to do?
I'm going to get the fuck out.
Are you going to go all the way back upstairs to the possible line of people, or are you going to jump down the 20 foot, which is deliberate, into water?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay,
so you move forward and hang drop down. You will take, I'll say, 20-foot fall, hang dropping, unless you got something you want to do.
No, I'm a moth now. No, I can't do that and do that. I
Do you
can't
have
do that
your-
and move. Okay.
Do you have a Featherfall token on you or talisman on you attached right now?
I mean, as a reaction, I can use gentle landing.
If you would like to do that, otherwise you're going to take damage.
Yeah, gentle
Okay.
landing.
Gentle landing.
Go.
In front of you, there's that ooze that is there. So that was 5, 10, 15, and then the drop. So I'll say that's 1 move through. You got 1 move left. What would you like to do?
I am going to catch up to my friends.
5, 10,
So that's
15,
20.
20 is right here.
Yep.
And it's a 10-foot wide hallway, so you can definitely go wherever you want there. It's the width of the Burke and Wilcuff. And this random robed man is attacking the Galathal. But you're out of actions.
Yep. That's a true story.
And that would take us to Burke. Burke, the Galathal, looks very upset. He goes from being kind and helpful to a fit of like more of that bestial, monstrous feeling, that evil, cryptid feeling that you got when they were at the tent.
How about... Do I have this thing? Nope, that's my other character. No!
I have so much
that's
damage track and chart on this fucking sheet right now.
All right. I'm gonna say, oh god, I'm terrible at social stuff. I'm going to say, let's all just stay calm. Let's get out of here first, and then we can settle scores later. All right, please. And then, as a kind of a icebreaker, is like, is that oozy metal creature still functioning, writhing
Yes.
around, ready to hurt us? All right.
Yes.
Then I am going to kind of like pull back, like the metal armor that I surrounded myself with kind of parts on its own. And I pull back like part of my jacket, and like there's this device on my chest that it's kind of janky looking. It's like made from
Just
plot
random shit.
parts and scrap metal, leather straps. Like think like He-Man's armor thing, except it's just like this like
flipping piece.
iris in the middle that just like opens up. Yeah, so I pull that back, and out of that shoots, like I gotta siphon off energy sometimes. So out of that shoots a bolt of lightning to hit this creature specifically. It's
The
called
ooze or the Galathal?
the ooze.
Okay.
Ooze. I'm gonna try to distract that thing. So I'm gonna ask for, I believe it's a reflex save, please. And if the creature is wearing metal or made of metal, it takes a -1 to its save.
It is. Before we do that, I would like to know, would you like to use a shift attitude card to shift the Galathal from hostile to unfriendly?
Yes, let's do that.
All right, I will give that
Let's
to
not
you,
be hostile.
and it will make a save next round to keep itself in control on its turn. I I did not roll well because reflex saves are really not Ooze's thing. I got a 16.
That would be a failure because it uses my class DC, which is a 20.
What's my damage?
So, it's not a lot because it's casting it as a first level spell,
Okay.
but you will take D12 electricity.
Okay.
So 7 electricity and 1 D4 sonic. So 7 electricity and 4 sonic.
The sonic, it
And
reverberates over it.
Because it's made of metal and it failed, it's clumsy 1 for 1 round.
Yeah, except that I get haste when I'm hit with electricity.
Oh, well.
So it's
That's
a
what happens when
wash?
you fail your knowledge check.
Is that a wash?
Yeah,
then?
well, clumsy's not slowed. That's the opposite of haste, really. Clumsy is a penalty to dex-based checks and DCs, including AC, reflex saves, ranged attack rolls,
Okay.
and skill checks using acrobatics, stealth, and
I will take that. As you see, like sparks coming off of it, it solidifies hard metal. Whole body does, and electricity kind of bounces around inside, and it gains an action on its turn.
Great.
Now, can we focus on getting out of here, please?
Right?
After I've made the situation worse.
I mean, thank God he is slow as shit. That is your turn. Any other actions? You're gonna move towards the end of the room, or is that everything?
No, I'm assuming that first action was to calm people down.
Not unless you
Calm
make a
down
roll.
people
Otherwise, it
off.
was just the card. If you want to make a roll, you could move him to neutral.
All right. Then no, I'm very bad at that. So I will start moving down the hallway.
Okay.
Like, come on, let's get out of here.
So as you're asking everyone to get out of there, that was your turn, Burke. The goat goes. I get a save again. His mouth closes back up and the water stops dripping out of it. Looking at Crow, he goes, "I'll kill you later." And he turns and starts walking down the hall with Burke. Do you have reactions for attack opportunity in your class?
I do not know.
So he will do that, and he's going to get to Burke. Did you make it the extra distance there to the end of the tunnel?
I could go 25 feet.
It's 60 in total to the end, from here to the end. Basically from the circle, for the end of the water area, to the end is 60 foot.
Okay, so I was already back 15 plus another 25 is 40 feet.
Then if you let him, he will pick you up and carry you the rest of the way.
That's really weird and awkward. All right.
So the arm
Whatever.
stretches and wraps around you.
The
Now you can
interest
feel
of
it. It's like
diplomacy.
stretching skin, and the teeth kind of bite into you, not to hurt you, but to grip. And he runs with you behind him on 3 legs down the hall and the muck all the way to the end with you. So you two are at the end.
This is a trust exercise for both of us.
Yeah, it's a trust fall, right? And then that would go to Maria.
Cool.
Back up top.
I'm here with.
These things dead. I'm just using this as symbolizing the heart.
Right.
Actually, I'll do a hot swap here for you, so it's just one of these. Maria, what do you want to do? Place is collapsing.
Yeah. Let me just look at my character.
Say goodbye.
Okay.
I love you. You're my favorite character besides Nora. And
Right. Don't leave a hostile cryptid to live.
there's no cryptids in the area.
But I don't know what this is.
It's something for a keeper. It's not a cryptid.
Okay.
I was very. She shot it. You
Yeah.
think it's something to do with Golthok. Technically
Yeah.
not a cryptid.
Right.
And
I'm
definitely
still
not a
gonna-
milk.
Definitely not a milk. Correct.
Allie's just like, I'm out of focus for life. Just hit refresh, Allie. You're muted.
I did.
That means it's your
It's
app.
fine.
Take a look here. I don't think this is gonna. Okay, it's not really my foe either. It's just a beating heart.
It's just
on the ground.
3 beating hearts kind of touching each other, maybe semi-connected between the moss and everything. And it did try to hurt you, or grab, maybe I should say grab somebody within range when it was hurt. Like a reaction.
Okay, so it can be hurt then?
I mean, it got shot. It just didn't, no blood came out of everything. There was a reaction to being shot. That's what I will say.
Okay. I guess I'm going to try and do exploit vulnerability on it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But considering that it does lash out.
Does
when
that
it
work
gets
on
hurt-
things that are objects?
Well, that's why I was trying to figure out, like, is it a foe?
No, not technically.
No? Okay. Alright. Select a creature you can see. I don't know if it's considered a creature right now.
It is not.
Okay.
It definitely feels like an object.
Okay. Well, I don't know what's down there, and I don't want it to get... Like, I don't know if there's any other OTUGs in there.
I mean, everybody has jumped and they're yelling, "Let's go."
Oh, boy. All right. You know what? Let's make these cultists work for it. So I'm going to run past.
Okay.
I'm going to get to the edge here. I'm going to
the edge drops basically right at the edge here is the drop.
Okay.
I'm just moving this so you can see.
Yeah. Would it be possible to, like, lash my whip around it and, like, throw the heart down with me?
I mean, can
Not
you
really.
manipulate objects with your whip?
I was, like, trying to look to see if I could do a trip or something. All right, I'll just hop down
It
then.
doesn't have legs. I mean, you could grab it, but dragging it with your whip would be difficult.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll just hop down then.
Okay. So do you have the ability? It's 20-foot fall. Do you have a way to hang drop will cut 10 off? You're falling into water, that would cut 10.
I'll
So
stand drop.
you wouldn't take anything. All right, so you hang drop in. You see the ooze, that it's got electricity bouncing around inside of it. And like the arms are like saws and picks, like the pseudopods that are on it. There's really no facing.
You could have used the reposition maneuver under athletics. It's new.
Oh.
But you'd have to crit it to move it 10 feet. Otherwise, it would just
I
be
don't know how the fuck that
5 feet. That works on creatures or objects.
Oh, if you would like to do that, I'm totally fine with you trying that. I forgot that was
Yeah.
even a thing in the new rules.
Yeah, I did too. We'll just try that.
All right.
And that's athletics, you said, Todd?
Yeah, it's under athletics. It's single action reposition
And it's versus the 4 DC like everything else, right?
against the target's 4th DC.
Okay.
Let's get
I mean, maybe this will work.
just that.
Wasn't expecting these things to go with you. Not at all.
Well, I want to make it harder for its devoted to find it.
I figured. Oh, we got the last magical item card got played as well.
Nope, did not make it. Yeah, 15.
15, you grab and they kind of separate as you pull, like to kind of like
Measure
drop
the
with them to
left
take them with
phase
you, and they
is
kind of
fine.
separate and like grow back together. It's not enough to drag
That's
them
fine.
with you.
Alright.
Are you gonna move past the ooze? Just move, whip, and then drop, and you would have an action then, right?
No, because the reposition would be like an attack. Would be an action.
Oh, so you're there.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. With that said, that's Maria. You can see through where the plates aren't totally hardened on this thing. You can see her behind. It takes us to Willcuff. Willcuff runs to the end. I have one action left. I'm going to begin trying to figure out how to open this up. He starts looking over the moss and like cutting it away, looking for a way to get out of this. For those of you that are at the end of the tunnel, it looks like the water spills out. It's the back of the plateau and goes down the back of the mountain. Below, there about 60 foot down is a large pool of water. It's got a decent hole, but most of it is iced over still in sections, like chunks floating. If you were to make the jump properly, you could land in the water. Improperly is ice. You ever see The Fugitive? It's that moment. It's that moment at the end of the fucking sewer tunnel. As a heads up. 60-foot drop, that's where you're at. He goes, If I get this open, I can only get one of you down. Glothl goes, I'm fine. He looks at Bert, carry you? Should be
Let's
good.
cross that bridge when we come to it.
Bridge? As the camera pans back to Adam's character, Crow, what would you like to do?
So I see everybody making their.
Oh.
I'll just.
I'm sorry, I apologize. Everyone in the building needs to make me a reflex save, which is everyone here. 15. Reflex save 15. It's not that hard.
God damn it. My sheet keeps crashing. I got over
You said 15?
though.
Yeah, 15. Well,
I'm
you know
going
if it's crit,
to-
otherwise it's half damage.
I'm going to spend my patch.
Okay, one patch.
Reroll.
All right.
I got 17.
Much better.
Okay, 2d6.
23.
23. I'm just going to roll one. I'm not going to roll for each person. So I'm going to roll one set for the debris falling. 4, 5, 6, 7 for those who didn't make it. Half for those who did. If anyone crit failed, you are pinned. As debris starts falling and all like throughout the place, this is collapsing.
Eric, remember how I got a hero point from my sister's creepy
Those
thrall?
that was 2 episodes ago. It was only good for 1 episode.
Oh, I thought you said permanent.
Nope. Just carry to the next
Cool.
episode. Hero points never
Cool,
carry.
cool.
That was an exception to the rule. Was that one carry? Nice try.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think that Georgia, spending enough time with Maria, is going to prick her
Oh.
own finger, looking at this whole situation, and
curse the situation.
yeah, I'm gonna
this,
look around,
fuck
and
that,
I'm
fuck
just
this
gonna say,
particular-
and yeah, I'm gonna look at that big, like, gooey creature thing, and she's just gonna go,
All right, that's 2
bless your heart.
permanent. That's not a curse, Grandma. What the fuck is that? That's not a curse.
You haven't spent
That was
enough
a-
time south of
I have,
Maryland.
but bless your heart from a grandmother in the south of Maryland is a little more sassy than that.
Yep. Either way, that was a nat 20.
All right, you take critical success, but you still take half because I don't think crit degrades it to 0. I don't think it takes it all the way down. It is a basic
Is
save.
it a basic, then crit? A crit
Oh,
success
so you take no
is
damage. You dodge the
negates.
rock coming in. Perfect. That's awesome for you.
What's
yeah.
half damage again? 7?
It's 7 damage is full damage,
And then
Full.
and then you take half.
3 is.
So it's falling. Next round, the damage goes up to 3d6. That was 2d6. That means that Adam, what would you like to do? As the place is falling down around you.
So, like, everybody starts rushing past, and you see Crow, he just, like, takes his claws, like, kind of parts his hair, and you see just one scarlet eye. And he just looks like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna have fun with that goat. And a big rock just, boom, and falls on top of him. I crit.
Did you crit fail?
I crit failed, which also meant I only had 2 hit points left, so I go back down to dying 3, and I am pinned.
In the water?
Ooh.
Yep, it's just that moment. It's like, yeah.
Wow, the villain's exit. I mean, person's exit. He's not even a villain. As
We don't
you get
even know.
crushed- So you go to 3? No, because you cleared all your wound status because it was a natural 20. So the
thought
crit
I'd
would take
done-
you to 2. Crit
Oh,
fail
I
would
thought
take you to
you
2.
did.
So you'd be
Oh,
at 2,
man.
wouldn't he?
I'd be a
I
dying
think wounds, you have to be healed
You have to be healed.
to get your
Oh, you're
wounded
right.
condition removed.
You're hit
Yep.
3 and drowning
Yep. Yep.
underwater. How
Honestly,
fucking amazing! I couldn't have planned that shit
Who has
better.
drowned recently in ETHUANTIA from water?
Nobody. Nobody has drowned since the Sundering, I don't think. Maybe some rich fuck in a pool. There's...
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
someone,
like, I know how to
someone
swim.
would have to take someone would have to take 10 minutes to treat wounds to remove your wounded condition, or you'd have to be restored to full hit points and rest for 10 minutes. So sorry.
Oh, the goat looks back. He's like, he looks at me, he goes, karma. That's what the goat says. Which is the most human thing this thing could possibly say. Well, Adam, that was amazing. Let me just tell you what. I feel like I need a
Go
Wilhelm
around
scream.
Abstract concept.
That takes us to Georgia. Georgia, what would you like to do? Crunch. You see the guy just
Georgia.
get splattered underneath a rock. Next to you. Really, like right next to you.
And bless his heart in particular. And I'm going to use my full
Eldest.
movement. I'm going to leap off the waterfall.
Now, can you run all the way 60 foot? It's a 60-foot trip to the waterfall.
Yeah.
And you jump.
Yeah.
And you've already done slow fall once to get down here. Do you have it still?
I sure do because of those beautiful, beautiful spell levels that were brought
and
back.
you fall, and the Galapal watches you, and he's like, oh. And you jump, and I have a great question for you. Does Georgia know how to swim? Water is rare in this world, but it does exist in this area in spots, but I would still say only like 10% of the people, maybe 15% know how to swim, and you're a dwarf.
Yeah, no, I think though that with her time in her druid circle, that would have been something in terms of just basic survival. So it's not like she's gonna be over there doing like fucking butterfly. It's
So,
dog paddle, but
You have never swam on screen before. My rule in the game for swimming is the DC is 5 higher the first time you have to do it. Until you prove that you know how to swim. This is like getting thrown in the pool the first time in
Let's
ETHUANTIA.
go.
It's so fucking rare. Can I get your athletics check and keep it to yourself? She jumps, swan dives, like she knows what she's doing, and then floats to the bottom. That will take us to the goat. The goat looks to Burke. Bridge. Crossing. And he goes to jump. Are you letting him take you with him?
I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. All right.
He wraps you up, so you're like face to face. And he puts his other hand, like drops the one hand and puts the other hand on the wall and tries to slide down slowly, because he can lessen it. I absolutely cannot swim, but I will try.
This is like the weirdest kickoff to a romance I've ever seen.
It was a successful roll. As he jumps and slides down, he hits the water with you and lets go, and you see him start to sink. Can you make me your swim, please? Your athletics to swim. Keep it privately for yourself.
All right.
And then that will take us to Maria. Maria, you've seen a bunch of people run and jump down. You say a guy gets splattered through the ooze. The ooze like shifts, electricity's on it, looking at you, like facing towards you, and you see like a saw and a pick come out and around in pseudopods. What would you like to do? I go at the end of the round with him, but I have 4 actions.
This entire time I've still got my... I figure it's... Yeah, I still have my dark vision up because it lasts for 10 minutes and I popped it right before
100%.
everything popped off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just try and get the fuck away from this thing.
If you would like, you can make an athletics to get through, or acrobatics if you want to try to go around, or you can just risk getting hit if it has an attack opportunity. You know.
Yeah, I don't know if it does.
But acrobatics means half move when you do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it because I don't want to get pinned by it and rocks.
Are you going to go through it to save movement, or are you going to go around it?
Let's see.
The worst probable question you could ever have with an ooze. Do you want to roll through it?
Well, they did it in the D&D movie. It should be fine.
No one watched that shit. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, that's not true. We watched it at Gary Conn. We saw a sneak peek.
Do I have room to move around it?
What do you mean?
It's large.
Yeah, I know, but you don't know if it has attack of opportunity.
No, I meant like, is the corridor large enough for me to
It's
move
too.
around
It's too wide.
Okay.
It's this square and this square. It's
Okay,
too.
so-
It's too wide.
It's too wide, but it's also too wide, so I have to go through it.
No, because there's a gap here.
Oh, there's a gap there? Okay.
Yeah, it's these two here. It's
Oh, okay.
It would have been 3, but this side's just like damaged. It's a gate, so just the one gate's open.
I don't have time to fuck around. I'll just try and go through it. Whatever.
I mean, you could go around. It would be half your move. What's your move?
My move is 25.
So tumbling is half to go through the zones, I believe. Correct? To tumble around.
Yeah, it's a difficult.
Yeah. Yep. And I have the difficulty already.
All right. Then I'll do that. We'll just...
All right. Give me your acrobatics. Give you 5, 10. 15 would take you to the backside. Here. And it'd just be pretty. I mean, it's not hard.
Oh, I got 25.
That's way more than enough. So you would get through. One of the picks comes down and hits the ground, and you see like it dig in, and another one reaches for you. It is really well. It has extra actions now. It just grew a pseudopod. They're very slow.
All right.
This guy's splattered.
Yep.
Are you gonna help him on your way through with your extra actions?
I don't know who that guy. I saw him.
see the
I saw the
robes?
glowing. I saw the glowing red eye earlier. I see these robes. They're smashed.
Do you know what?
And
There is a glowing red eye still underneath the rocks that are pinning him.
yeah. No, sorry. I don't know who you are, but I gotta bail. Like I've already taken a lot of
Deuces.
stress and damage.
All right. Wow. So that was 25. Finish your movement. I don't think you'll get all the way to the end, 60 foot, because the 60 starts at that square right in front of you.
Right in front of me. So yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd get
So
50.
you all see Maria running down the hall. These three have made it out. Will Cuff is getting ready to go. Will Cuff looks at you, he's like, come on. He's waiting because he's going to take you with him.
Okay.
Um,
I'm trying.
Unfortunately, that leaves you and him in there for the end of this. I need you both to make reflex saves again.
Oh wow! Look, I'm under the water.
That is a 25.
No damage to you.
Okay.
Will Cuff is like, come on. And the large block that makes the circle entrance falls on him and pins him.
No.
I roll a natural 1, and I take 18 points of damage, max damage on the roll,
I know what that's like.
as he gets crushed underneath it. He's like, just go! As he's like trying to get himself out from underneath it. That would take us back to the top. Everyone who's made it down, we'll get to you in a minute. I think we cycle back to the first death save for drowning.
Well,
And being pinned.
would be drowning, but it would be yeah, this would be my final death save, yeah? 'Cause I'm
It
not,
sure is.
we'll see. Hey, audience, roll it again!
Roll a d20 and chat for him.
Roll it again! Come on, give me another 20!
And unless Burke or Georgia or the goat can really do anything from down below, as you're falling, you hit water, so you don't know what's going on 60 foot above you. We'll do all your rolls and stuff when we get to the group that's made it down there. A 16. So you're stable.
Part of a drop.
Your head's apart, and you're like, you're still alive.
Well, if I'm stable, yeah, I'm not.
That's cool. Right. Hey, make your refill. Oh, wait. Then we'll just go to Maria. Maria, what would you like to do? Will Cuff is pinned.
Does it, like, if I were to roll athletics, does it look like I'd be able to try and get him out?
If you get an athletics check of a hold on.
I don't need to know the check. I just want to know if
You could push it
try
off. It is feasible. It is a large block. It's a
Well-
3-foot block, like a formed block. You could do it. It's going to be pretty difficult.
Yeah, I figured that part, but let's do it.
All right.
I can at least try. Okay. God damn it. All right. I'm using something that I used previously. Calling upon the power of the Winter Court to have ice support structures when I'm in dire need. So I'm trying to move it, and then the ice starts freezing to try and help me push it off as I reroll.
This is already
It's
canonized one, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
need percentiles from you as you roll this.
She's doing all the stuff that she was warned not to do. but
I know.
Desperate times call.
All of the things. All of
Desperate
the things.
Desperate measures. I got 72.
72. Okay. Nothing happens from the cannon, but that's one more towards it being used. So that's twice, I think it's been used after cannon.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we'll try it again. That was a lot better. That's a 22.
That is enough. You shove the block off with your action. You have 2 actions left. What do you want to do? You gonna go with Will Cuff?
Yeah.
Will Cuff grabs you and just tumbles backward and uses his hand to grab onto your backpack to slow your 2 descent into the water. Bloosh. With that, as a crew, I have to ask, what did everybody get for their athletics checks? Those who haven't rolled for swimming yet, please roll. We'll start with Georgia.
18.
Are you happy with that? Or would you like to use I will even allow at a cost if you would like a +2 instead for this. This is close to a save.
Yeah.
I think it's fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right, you used at a cost. I'll let you know. Burke? That at a cost was
Apparently-
serving.
Apparently, that year where Burke and his team were stuck surviving in the Never Never, there must have been some sort of bodies of water because I got a nat 20 for 28.
Oh.
You're swimming. You see the Galafel into the darkness, into the liquid. I rolled. I did not make it. You're treading water. Maria, splash down. What do you get?
I got a 25.
Okay, you're treading water. You understand how it works. Unfortunately, Will Cuff did not make it, and he is also sinking with the Galafel.
He's wood. He's buoyant.
I hate to tell you this, wood does sink. It is feasible. Heavy wood does not always float. And he's not just wood. He also has gear on, backpack.
His guts are full of dynamite.
He's full of
Yeah.
dynamite. As you see them both sink into the darkness. I'm gonna cut him there for the end of our show. Yeah, and we're gonna go back to Adam really quick at the end of the show. As the rest of you are treading water, Georgia, what did you get?
20.
Is exactly what you need.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
As you guys are treading water, you see Georgia pop up and take a breath without the two other people in your party. I would love to say they're hugging each other going down, but that didn't happen. You can swim to like either dry, like land, or to one of the floating pieces of thick ice and get yourselves up. As you look back, there's no one else coming out, but you see the temple above start to collapse and fall off of the back of the plateau in pieces and chunks. It's like the bell tower that is there, the roof is collapsing, the whole place is going down. As this building is collapsing, inside of it is one NPC that never got introduced, dying under rocks.
No.
I would like to know if anyone has anything going on this week before we close with Adam in some lovely saving throws. Anyone got anything going
Hamburger
on?
Sunday.
Hamburger Sunday? Okay. Cool. Anybody else? I know Kelly and I are going to be at Gary Con tomorrow.
Gary Conn. That's right.
Come say hi. I'm going to be running 3 games while I'm there. We're going to be partying and hanging out. It's going to be a busy fucking con this year. It is officially sold out. So parking. Come find us. Text me on Discord if you're going to be there. I know Amir and Andy are going to be showing up as well later on. A bunch of people from just the tabletop community will be there in general. Adam, you got anything going on before we get to your final rolls?
No, this was my extra thing for the week.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you
Hope
for.
you had a great time.
You had a job to do. You had a fucking job.
I did my job to the fullest extent.
You did something. I see chat asking a lot of questions on can we save Wilcuff? And the question is, we'll see next time. And we're off. Possibly off next Tuesday. So you might have to wait a whole 2 weeks to find out what happens to Wilcuff for our cliffhanger. Sorry, everybody. That's just how it goes. Wait, bye, everybody. We're going to go to Adam and close this bitch out.
Bye, everyone.
What could go wrong with this? What could go wrong? Let's get some bats in here. Bats. Adam. Buddy, Crow, as the stuff lands on you, I told you earlier that you're going to have to make some saves for it. You have what is known as Filth Fever. But it is a entity of Golthok.
Okay.
I need 3 fortitude saves for you.
3.
The
fortitude
DC
saves.
is a 22.
Okay. Let's see. Fortitude save number 1. That is a 26.
You feel the filth fever passing over you, and you hear this guttural language you don't understand at first. Your skin feels like it's crawling, and you hear a voice say, "Let me cleanse the pain." You made the save. You do not have to accept it. It's up to you.
Do not accept the save or do not accept what he's saying to me?
What he's saying. The save is successful, so it's your choice if you want to accept what he's saying. Let me cleanse the pain.
No.
Well, I was going to make you the next keeper of filth, but you failed that by saying no. Wave bye, Adam.
Oh, bye.
Bye, everybody. Oh, Adam. Can't believe you died tonight. God damn it. So, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this. We started a little late, so we ran to 11 o'clock tonight. Thank you to Adam for joining us as well. I'm so excited to go to Gary Con. I need a break so bad. I cannot wait to hang out with people and say hi and run games. If you're going to be here, even if we don't have the show next week, I do have something I will be doing next week. I have a one-on-one thing that I'm going to be testing publicly, and I'll be doing that on Thursday night when I get back from GaryCon, doing a little recap, but going over some other stuff as well. If you're watching this afterwards, on this side, there's going to be that lovely subscribe, hit the bell for all. We're trying to get to 500 people so we can have super chats and all of this crazy shit. Thank you to everybody who picked up Streamloot cards tonight. And then on this side, there's going to be a video to watch. I'll see if I can't find a reel of all of Adam's deaths in a game, because he's done a lot in my games. Death in Space. Adam said, go watch Death in Space. He died a lot. Thank you, everybody. And remember, be careful, or the tides will find you. Or maybe a rock from the ceiling. Night, everybody.